Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Coleman County. They are a proud sponsor of Coleman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point Bank, member FDIC.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Coleman County Sports Network, powered by Coleman Community Radio. Coleman's Live 95.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is the opening round of the Alabama State High School Athletic Association playoffs, and we are excited to bring it to you live right here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, presented by Cleaning and More of Coleman. Good afternoon or good evening, as you will. It is 6:46 p.m. here in Good Hope, Alabama. The Raiders, top of their region, had a tough night against Fairview a week ago, but come back into this one, and they will host the Hatton Hornets in about 15 minutes here as the opening round of the state playoffs. The road to Birmingham begins here in Good Hope, Alabama. Of course, it's a short drive down I-65 from Good Hope. We'd like to welcome you into the Good Hope Raiders pregame show presented to you by Cleaning More Coleman and by Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Dylan Deemer, Tony Thompson, and Nick McCarley on the call with you tonight from James W. Shable Stadium in Good Hope. New scoreboard, new paint on the field. Everything feels ready for a playoff game here in Good Hope. It has been since the 2020 season since we had a playoff football game held at this very venue. Tony, you would know, I guess, the most about the history of that.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Well, no. You say 2020?
2020, 2021, maybe?
No, it was 21 and 22. It was my senior year. We hosted two playoff games here that year. It was actually we hosted the first round against Central Florence, and then we hosted the third round against Madison Academy.
That's right. I was here for that.
So yeah,
game.
We did host two games that year.
Playoffs? Talking about playoffs?
We're here.
Playoff? I'm just hoping we win a game.
Well, the Good Hope Raiders have done a great job at that. They won 9 of them, lost 1. Of course, that was last week's heartbreaker to Fairview to seal the quote-unquote county championship of Coleman County. With this being a playoff football game, that always means we do have some stuff to do for you. The AHSAA reminds fans that we play a role when enjoying high school sports. Be a role model and display good sportsmanship at all times. A public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association. I've heard we've got a national anthem singer here in a little bit. We'll bring you to that once it's time for the anthem. Usually something we usually step away from, but tonight we will bring it to you live here. A new leaf, so to speak, in America after last Tuesday. A new leaf has turned. A new order, or I guess an old order in a new way is coming in. But that's as much as I'll touch on that.
That was also the NFL trade deadline.
Yes.
That was more important than what happened.
Alabama was 11. They're in the playoff if they win out.
Playoffs? I'm just kidding.
That's what happened last week.
Yeah. Let's talk about our Good Hope Raiders for a second. 268 points on the regular season, finishing the final poll of the Alabama Sports Writers Association, placed at 6th. Our Fairview Aggies across the way, or from last week, or down the road, I should say, they finished the poll at 4th place. We had 268 points scored in our regular season. That's an average of 26.8 per game. They have allowed 113. That number went up significantly, obviously, after the Fairview game. It's 11.3 per game, though. But that's still pretty good. They had a region record of 7-0, a perfect region record. A 4-1 record here at home, of course, the Fairview Heartbreaker. And, of course, they had 5-0 on the road. There's some elite company here with this. The bracket over here tells us that the winner of this one will face off with the winner of Randolph and Anniston. We'll let you know our scores on our other teams in the 4A bracket on our Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass Regional Playoff scoreboard. We'll also talk a little bit about the Hatton Hornets. They are the first time ever that the Good Hope Raiders and the Hatton Hornets have matched up ever on the gridiron. Hatton recently becoming a 4A program, I believe. Nick, you know a little bit about the history of growing up kind of in the same county, but not in the same city.
I was at Speak. We beat them. I was at LC. We beat them most of the time. They beat They got us one time. A lot of good rivalries and a lot of internal rivalries with Hatton, Town Creek, or Hazelwood and Hubbard turning into one school. 3 programs that all used to be rivals playing with each other. So I haven't seen the new Hatton. I'm interested to see them for the first time.
Coach Denton Bowling in his 9th season as the head of the Hornets, while Coach Alan Scott's in his 10th season. I saw a tidbit in the news that this is the most impressive turnaround for Good Hope. I know we're going to talk about Hatton for a second too, but we had to touch on that for Good Hope. Good Hope had the most impressive turnaround of all playoff teams, according to some articles that I saw. So it's a good thing they went from 3-7 to 9-1. They have scored 234 points. That's an average of 23.4 per game. They've allowed 327. That's 32.7 per game. They finished their season this season as a 4th seed in Region 7. They have a 6-4 record and a 5-3 region record.
6-4 for allowing that many points is especially almost 100 more points than you've scored is pretty crazy.
It is one of those things that you don't see a whole lot of when it comes to these playoff teams. You look at it and go, well, that's not a bad team. You're not getting a bad. Sometimes you get these 5-4s and you get these, get these 6-7s or whatever crazy number they come up. How many games you play, it depends on how you schedule. But sometimes you get these losing record teams that come in here into that 4th seed, and you kind of just wonder, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah, that happens though with how the regions play out. It just depends on how good your region is, and we are experiencing a team that I think did have a losing record in Fayette County that is currently in the playoffs because of a Fultondale situation.
The Fultondale
cheating scandal.
What do we call it? Fiasco. The Fultondale fiasco.
Yeah. So we have one of those situations too. But Fayette County's a good team.
All right, we're going to throw it to the box next door to us with Tyson. And we'll go ahead and put the national anthem and the prayer on for us. Give me 1 second.
Following the invocation, please remain standing as Good Hope freshman Addie Wood will sing our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day, Lord, and Lord, just waking us up today. Lord, thank you for this opportunity in this game, Lord, and Lord, just making it this far on both sides. Lord, I pray that you be with us tonight, Lord. Lord, please keep every football player, band member, cheerleader, fan safe, Lord. Lord, and I pray, Lord, if there's anyone here that doesn't know you, Lord, I pray that they know that you're the best decision they'll ever make in their life, Lord. Lord, I thank you for everything you do, Lord. Lord, please keep us safe as we travel home tonight. All glory to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the
rousing edition of our country's national anthem, brought to you live and in person here in Good Hope, Alabama. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more football notes and things. Maybe the game will start. We'll know in just a second on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning More of Coleman.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Coleman on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157. Guthrie's Auto Service is AAA approved and a Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted for up to 3 years or 36,000 miles. And because they are part of the Napa Auto Care network, the work is also warranted at over 14,000 other Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team for your automotive needs. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net. Guthrie's Auto Service is located on Eva Road, just north of Highway 157.
Coleman Electric Cooperative's mission is to make life better in the communities we serve. That starts by providing reliable, affordable electricity, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast broadband internet to homes, schools, and businesses. Coleman Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who work hard every day to make their families and community proud. Coleman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powerful connections, brighter future.
Well, welcome back to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning More of Coleman. We are just about 2 minutes away from kickoff as our captains will meet midfield for the playoff edition of Good Hope Raider football. The home team dressed tonight, red jerseys, white pants, this time white pants. Not the grays, not the Ohio State looking things, feathered helmets, and the red with white numerals. On the Hatton side, look to be wearing some blue and some white.
Is that gray in the pants?
I think it's gray in the pants. Your captains for the Good Hope Raiders, Callahan Lindsay, number 50. Number 18, Hank Hudson. Number 10, Landon Bagwell. And number 5 is Tyler Cohn. Your captains for the Hatton Hornets, 73, who I have listed here. If I get to my Hatton roster in time, will be number 73, Cole McMillan. As we go back and look, not getting a lot of jersey space now. It's going to be number 35 out there. It's going to be Terry Riggins. As captains meet midfield now to make the coin toss decision. Tony joins us in the box. Tony, did you get the name of who sung that national anthem? Tyson told us, but
her last name was Wood. I don't know, I don't want to make anybody mad. I think her first name might have been Addie Wood. I'm not
beautiful rendition of our country's national anthem.
Yeah, man, I almost had a No Sean Moreno moment, if you don't know who that is, the Broncos guy that got a great meme of him crying during the national anthem.
All right, captains are meeting midfield here for both teams to decide who will take the ball first. I believe it's going to be a Hatton reception first by choice. So Hatton won the toss. So they will receive first. Raiders they're used to that. They're ready to defer every time. Your captains were 73, 25. Because Silas Alexander, we said 35 out there as well, was Terry Riggins, and then one more captain out there. If they'll turn their jerseys our way here.
73 is going to be Cole McMillan.
15 as well will be the other captain. That'll be Owen Bracken. All right, folks, playoff football on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network is presented to you this week, of course, by Cleaning More of Coleman, Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage Group, Merchants Bank, Guthrie's Auto Service, Coleman Electric Cooperative, Keisha Brewer State Farm, Sound Mind TMS, Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, Cyber Broadband, Lister Hill Credit Union, and the Warner team at Hagamore Realty Group. Here come your Raiders. The intensity stayed over from last week. There's probably still some cowbell left over from last week, of course. What a week that was. What a week ago it was here. A packed house. Not as packed as it is usually here, but still a big crowd on both sides as folks making the trip down from Florence County to see the Hornets, while the home crowd not traveling far and happy to be here back at James Shabel Stadium for the opening round of the playoffs. Glad you're with us. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Coleman's Live 95, WRJM-LP, Coleman.
We welcome you back to Good Hope as the Raiders and the Hornets are set to face off in the first round of the Alabama State High School Athletic Association playoffs. Next week, they'll get the winner of Randolph or Anniston, but they first got to get through the Hornets, and boy, will they pack a stinging sensation for these Raiders. So Raiders going to come back peed off, so to speak.
Yeah.
Clean way of saying it.
Yeah. I had a lot of people asking me, what happened last week? What happened last week? Last week's behind us. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, last week's behind us. We got our butts handed to us last week, but Coach Scott said there's a lot of change, so we'll see.
Well, it's okay to be humbled every now and then.
No, they definitely needed it.
Like we said, there's still some cowbell left here from last week. I know somebody in the box not a big fan of that. It's going to be an onside kick attempt on the Raiders again, and I think they've got it. I know not to get excited too much, but yes, they do have it.
They got it.
The kicker got it. Robbie got it.
Shout out to Robbie.
He just pulled a Pat McAfee.
It's about the third time he's done it this year. Last week they got it taken away from him.
No flags down.
Nah, they're talking at midfield.
They are talking it out at the 49. And I know Mason Drake's down there pointing, saying it's ours.
Yeah, Rutherford's point. Yep, there it is.
Sure thing. They're going to place it at the 48-yard line inside Hatton territory to begin.
I think
it don't matter if you win the toss and want to accept it. Robbie Rodriguez wants it back.
Yeah, right here is a great time to just take a shot first play. You got two really good receivers on the outside. Let's give them a chance.
1st and 10 from the 48, going right to left as you listen here. Mason Drake will get it off a handoff from Tyler Cohn, and Mason Drake able to make a good run out of it through the right side.
Starting off with just a little run in the inside.
Able to bring it down to the 42 at the 6-yard pickup. Second and, well, they're going to say 2nd and 4 now. That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes the numbers don't come to you right away, but then you think about it. 2nd and 4.
Watch for a screen pass down here.
Here's Cone. Cone calling his own number, rolling to the left. Cone at the 40 and out of bounds near the 39. A lot of the pressure coming from number 0 of Hatton. That's going to be Zarion Long. The junior forcing the quarterback out of bounds. It'll be a 3rd and 1 situation.
Yeah, I'm already seeing different players and different personnels. Yeah, you can just definitely tell that there's a lot of difference this week.
They just need a yard to keep this drive alive. The low snap for Drake. Drake has that 1 yard and thought for a second he's going to burst open for another one. That sets up the Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage Group. First down for the Good Hope Raiders. I'm looking at this roster for Hatton, and I do apologize if there's any Hatton listeners out there, but we're going to try to give you the best we can on that. But some of these names we apologize for ahead of time. We'll let you know, though, when it comes time to make those players announced. But it's 1st and 10 Raiders. Here is Cone, screen pass left side, Tucker Malin. Malin to the 30, flag coming out. Malin to the 30-25. It's probably coming back, however.
One thing I'm already noticing is a lot of good sportsmanship between the two teams.
Hey, that's a big thing here in Alabama.
Especially in the playoff time.
Yes.
Sportsmanship.
It's what they preach on out here in the great state of Alabama.
What makes sports great here in Alabama? A public service message from Tony Thompson.
Thank you.
It's going to be a big penalty.
What is it, a 25-yard penalty?
Yes.
Must have been some kind of personal foul. That's more than 15. No, it might be right at 15.
That's a 1st and 25 for the Good Hope Raiders after I'm assuming, going to be a personal foul of some sort.
Had to have been some face mask on the block because he threw it during the play.
And here's Drake, and Drake's going to get swarmed up down at the 50-yard line. It's a 1-yard pickup there, and I believe that was number 70 he ran into, or number 50. 61. That's going to be
Leighton Wilson.
Leighton Wilson, the 5'10", 265-pound senior that he ran into. Sets up 2nd and 23. still moving right to left as you listen. 10-14, first quarter, no score from either team so far. Gotta imagine they're gonna send Drake up on the right side. Cone heaves it downfield. Malin in the area.
Nope.
Incomplete.
Oh my goodness.
Malin may be hurt. He is still on the turf. Parker Johnson's going to go and help him up. He's back up on his feet and walking off on his own power, but he took a shot there.
He got flipped.
Now he's jogging off, so he should be good.
Yeah, the one thing we worry about is the shoulder. It's our biggest concern right now. Basketball season's right around the corner. I know we got a basketball coach a couple rooms down. He will
be here soon, too.
He is probably shaking in his boots anytime Tucker gets hit in the wrong way.
It sets up 3rd and 23. Don't hate the attempt from Cone to shoot downfield. Just kind of hate the after effects on Malin. Got a flag coming out late, so this is going to be a free play no matter what. Cone's going to roll out on his right side. He's going to pass downfield. Has a receiver dialed up, incomplete. No flag on that either on the coverage.
It was uncatchable, guys.
It was overthrown.
Actually, there's the rule in high school athletic association. Alabama High School Athletic Association. It does not have to be catchable. If the DB makes any kind of contact with the receiver, it can be deemed a flag.
Scratch that correction on the moot play will be Parker Johnson, the intended receiver on that play. However, this will be
illegal procedure against the Good Hope Raiders.
A 4th and long.
So why they give them a free play? Why don't you give the offense a free play if there's a flag? That was dumb.
4th down and 23. Yeah,
as they say. They ain't even got no one back, so I guess they're thinking we're going to fake it or something.
I think they're planning to block it.
Oh, I hope not.
The quarterback plays the punter. Here's Tyler Cone.
He did block it.
Cone's going to have to chase it down and tags it at the 25, but boy, that Hatton kid, number 7, Wesley Steedman. What a block.
Special teams is the name of the game early.
Wow. They blitz 11 people and we block 7, so that's just
Hatton with great field position here. He's going to get loud for Good Hope. 9:36, first quarter, no score. 1st and 10, Hornets. They're going to hand this off number 14, and he is nearly going to be tackled in the backfield. Eludes 2-3 tackles, and boy, you got to clean that up if you're Good Hope. But
the last 2 games that we've played, Dora and Fairview, that was the killer. That was our killer right there. That was kryptonite. We couldn't tackle a running back, and that's one thing about this Hatton team is you're going to have to tackle the running back, and also remember that the quarterback is very mobile.
That was Nye Gamble on the run, picked up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. The quarterback is Tayshawn Love.
Nye Gamble. What a name.
Here is Love to Gamble. Gamble.
Nope.
He's going to be stuffed in the backfield. I love that combination of the name, Love and Gamble. Because if you know me, I love to gamble.
For entertainment, I was about to say, it'd be like being for an entertainment purpose.
I mean in coaching decisions, of course, when I'm playing games. I like to take the gamble.
For entertainment purposes.
Right.
Yeah, we like to run we're playing the game, we like to run the fullback pass out of the punt formation.
That's going to bring them back 3 yards. 2nd and 10 coming up. Love to get it and whistle dead.
A false start. Crowd's getting to them.
They aren't used to this here. And the student section is going to tell them how they can't do that. Love that.
I hope they coordinated their letters right.
3rd and 15 here.
Hatton's looking to spread them out. Good Hope's only got 3 down linemen.
Here's Love. Love steps up to throw. Love on the pocket, throws it downfield, has it complete to receiver. That'll be good and caught at about the 14-yard line, but he is going to be short.
Wow.
Maybe not.
Nope, he got it.
He got it.
I thought he was short, too, at this angle, but we don't have the best angle.
We don't on that one. We didn't have the receiver on that one either.
They rushed 3. They had that mobile quarterback a lot of time, and he froze the linebackers when he stepped up in the pocket. That was high-level play by the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They're inside the red zone for the first time tonight. First team to be inside the red zone, too, of this contest. Round 1 of the 4A playoffs. Gamble behind Love. High snap for Love. Hands off to Gamble. Gamble is going to try to push the middle. There's a flag coming out, though. And Tyler Cone is signaling it's going the other way.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, you know, just for saying that, they could throw it right back at us. But
sounds like it is going against.
Well, what's the flag?
No indication of the penalty.
They're moving them back now. Well, it must have been a legal procedure. It's a 5-yard penalty, whatever it was. I never saw the ref make a signal of any kind, though.
However, it is 5 yards, as you said. 1st and 15. Now for the Hornets as the ball's going to be placed at the 20-yard line. 7:37 scoreless. The crowd is getting to them here at James W. Shable Stadium. Here's Love to Gamble. Gamble on the right side. Gamble cuts it back to the left, and he's tackled at around the 18.
They should know exactly when to get the play off because with these brand new play clocks down here, they're very bright.
LEDs.
Yeah, you can tell how much time you have to snap the ball.
Light emitting diodes. My degree is an electrical engineer.
Someone's got to use it. All right, 2nd and 14, 6:48 here in the first quarter. No score so far. Here is Tashawn Love to keep it himself, and the quarterback
didn't get much.
Not much at all.
I wonder if he's got any relation to Jordan.
Don't think so.
No. Could be. You never know.
And they do play the same position.
Big 3rd and 13 here for the Good Hope Raider defense. If they can force Hatton backwards. Here's Love. Rolls out. Left side. Pressure coming. Quarterback throws. Tip. And almost a chance to score the touchdown. Number 3, that's going to be Quindarius Bolding. Had a chance to get the tip.
Going to kick. Yeah, both the defender and the receiver had a chance at it.
And I believe the tip was from
Tucker Keefe, number 11. Yeah, I saw that one clear as day from Tucker Keefe. It looks like they're going to kick field goal.
They are.
Let's see it.
Kicker for Hatton will be Silas Alexander. And to throw it to the field now, our own Lawrence County kicker.
2 back, 2 over. He lines up, left, leading with the plant foot. Right, left.
Oh no, it's dead.
Yeah, false start.
Flag is down.
The whole left side of the offensive line jumped before the play even started.
This is coming back.
They're pointing at Good Hope. Good Hope's pointing at them. A lot of finger pointing.
Looks like it's on the Hornets.
But you know what? I'm going to trust these great officials down here to know what they're talking about.
It's going to be a pretty decent kick now.
This will back the attempt up further.
They are going to go a different route now. This is out of field goal range.
Yeah.
That's a long field goal. And that would be about...
This is a very short field to play with for a punt.
Almost a 40-yarder.
They're going to go for it. 4th and 18, they're going to go for it. Here's Love. Pass is going to go up.
Oh, Lord.
They're going to go 4 verticals, and who has it? I don't know. Nobody's got it. It's incomplete.
He had a chance, but...
They go 4 verticals on the goalpost.
Yeah, there were 6 people back there, and I seen a hand of Hatton, the receiver. He got up there, and he had his hands on it, but somebody knocked it out.
Thought it might be a highlight reel for a second, but then you saw that ball rolling out of the back of the end zone.
I thought so, too. I thought we had a
interception
play to talk about. As we're getting a little adjusted here. It is November, and I am sweating in the box tonight. So I have to adjust my hat a little bit to help the sweat bead a little bit. All right. Cone faked it to Drake.
There you go.
And kept it himself. Stutter steps and goes down to the 25.
He made a good move.
I've been talking to Mason Drake a good bit, and he has been hungry for this moment. I can tell you that much.
We haven't seen one of those patented long Mason Drake runs in a few weeks. I know
he's itching for it.
I know he had one against Dora.
I know he is itching for that play to open up. Tucker Malin back on the field for the Good Hope Raiders as well, as he looks to be a little better here. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here. Low snap for Cone. Right side throws. That's caught. I believe that's Rutherford again. Rutherford breaks open and gets to the 25, or to the 35 rather.
I'm going to tell you right now, that's one kid I've enjoyed watching this year is Carter Rutherford.
That'll be a first down for the Good Hope Raiders. That one brought to you by Josh Wilson Impact Mortgage Group.
It just seems like he gets better and better every week.
He does. He definitely ramps up his skill.
And he's only a junior. We'll have him again next year.
Yes. Plenty more from him. As Parker Johnson looks for. We're going to three-way pass. Oh, no, it's going to be behind the line of loss.
Rutherford.
Rutherford got it on the 3rd handoff. It went Cone, Drake, then Rutherford, and the turf monster got him there.
Like a famous fan says, we're 12 games in now. Enough with the trick plays. So let's run the ball.
Yeah, I would say, Tony, if you're going to get the trick plays out of your system, you had last week to do that.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with having them ready, but you had all season to get that ready. You've had an interesting year. It's a direct snap to Mason Drake, making a couple men miss and down to about the 48.
Third
44, or 43 rather.
3rd and short.
So with 3:50 to go, first quarter. They're going to huddle up midfield for a second. Now they come back to it. Just got confirmation. We will be speaking with Good Hope Boys head coach Drew Adams at around halftime. So join us for that, as we're excited to talk Raider basketball. Here is Raider basketball star Tyler Cone, and star quarterback keeping it himself to the 30. Can he beat the defender to the 20? 10, 5, and the Raiders.
That's what I'm talking about right there, baby.
The quarterback able to elude on his feet, make 3 to 4 men miss, and then absolutely dusted Tegan Burleson of Hatton. I don't know who caught up to him at the end, but he made a fool of Tegan Burleson, I'll tell you that much. Here's the kicker, Robbie Rodriguez, to kick the point after.
All right, Robbie, we
slid a little bit with that, but he got it.
Robbie, we still got to have these footballs at the end of the day. I don't know what kind of anger he builds up during the week to take it out on these footballs on Friday nights, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
Well, I tell you one thing, he kind of slid into it a little bit, and that's just because of how the field conditions are here. As we've been begging for some rain here in Alabama.
We got a little bit of rain.
And we got a little bit. We'll get more tomorrow, but we walked the field a little bit. It's not dry like it was last week or the week before. So slick conditions definitely are out there, but
you think they'll be ready for the onside again?
I don't know.
After you just stop their defense, I don't see why you don't try it again. Or stop their offense, I should say. My fault.
From the 40-yard line, here comes Robbie Rodriguez.
Watch for a pooch kick over here towards the 40, close to us.
I would watch for that, too. Right by the numbers would be great.
There it is.
Here's Rodriguez, and it's going to be fielded by Wesley Steedman there.
I called it.
Well, I was hoping it'd have a little bit of a bounce over there and kind of just roll down to the 30 or even further. But you did call it, Tony. Just a little north of the numbers. Again, the winner next week faces off against the winner of the Anniston-Randolph game. We'll give you some updates on our Owens Auto Glass Big Glass Regional Playoff scoreboard. Some of our Coleman County teams out and about also. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Here's a screen pass. Love to Gamble.
Oh, my goodness, what a tackle.
A big tackle on the line by Hank Hudson.
He come off the block and got that running back, got him down quick.
That was just pure agility from the senior. Able to just strike at Nizek Gamble. 2nd and 12, 2:36. The quarterback, Deshaun Love. Slow to get back to the line. Now he comes back. The noise is getting to him. Get his receivers directed. Steps up. Now rolls for the
coming. Had a man wide open down the seam. Number 4. Yeah. Was waving and he never looked his way.
I was looking at Jabari Porter as the open man as well, but the quarterback had to just throw it away before he got rocked.
No one was covering number 4. Maybe it's because we don't have him on the roster. They didn't know to cover him. But
maybe they don't. Yeah, I don't know who that young gentleman is, but
he was wide open and would have scored a touchdown.
It sets up 3rd and 12 here.
Good Hope's bringing pressure from the left side.
They're going to go with a screen pass over to Quindarius Bolding. Bolding to the 50, and Bolding brought out of bounds at about the 47.
He got the first down on that one.
Yeah. They ran the screen into the blitz.
It's a good time to call the screen.
That first down brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group. We just got an update from our Fairview scoreboard. Fairview is tied up with Carver Birmingham 6-6.
It's a little surprising.
Well, it's early. The Rams strike first, I guess. Short pass, is it? Ooh, it is almost.
Tucker Keith had his hands all over that one. That pass would have been a little bit higher. That's going the other way.
Yeah, not a smart decision by the quarterback.
He had him open. He needed to throw it about 5 yards sooner.
Which, if I'm Hatton, Good Hope's not bringing a lot of pressure. Settle down. You got a lot of time to throw. A mobile quarterback. This is when you can cook if you realize what's happening. Also, you got a shot to the right side if you want it.
2nd down for Deshaun Love. He's going to pick it up himself. He's rolling to the right.
Oh, my goodness.
And, boy, he took a shot. Picked up about 7 yards, but...
Yeah, I would have just kept going east and west there.
Hey, but he said he was going to lay the boom on Hank Hudson, and kind of did.
But he didn't go far either. Like, if you kept going to the side, you might could have got the first down, but...
He ran 7 yards, but a lot of that was lateral.
Yeah. But I would have kept going lateral.
I would have, too. That was your best bet. That sets up 3rd and 5.
Like, it's good if you're a smaller guy to be able to do that, but also you didn't gain anything from it.
Gained a highlight. That's about it.
Here is the quarterback, Love himself, not able to corral the ball right. He's going to have to take it up the middle himself. Gets about 2 yards on the carry. And that sets up 4th down, and we got the police siren out there.
Yeah, I don't know how legal that is at a football game, but apparently it is.
Well, if you were down on the field, we'd have you ask your little entourage.
Every time we see you down there, Tony, you're walking with them tops.
That's right. Hey, they're going to protect me from anything.
High-value target down there. Most important person on the
Shout out to our SROs, though.
Absolutely.
Officer Duke and Officer Bates. Give me a keeper.
Keeper right side. Eluded.
Goodness, we got a tackle, guys.
No, he is taken off.
Go, Bird.
Bird is chasing him. Can he get it? Bird saves it from being a touchdown, but that's still down to the 4.
He's at the goal line.
2 seconds left in the first quarter, and my goodness.
That'll take us to the second, but.
Yeah, that'll probably be the end of it, but Tayshawn Love, the quarterback, put the Jets on as Mason Drake tried to be the first one to stop him. And then I believe Tucker Keith got into the mix too, but nobody could corral him down. And he's able to bring it down.
Yeah, Coach Scott's taking his walk of anger right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing we struggled with the last 2 weeks. I stated it earlier. We've struggled tackling, and that kid is not the running backs we've played the last 2 weeks. I can promise you that.
Absolutely not.
There's no reason you shouldn't be able to get your hands on him and throw him down.
And, tackling has been a big issue for the Good Hope Raiders defense.
It has been. I mean, it wasn't for the first 8 weeks of the season.
No, it wasn't. And then it became more of an issue later on.
When we started playing teams like Dora and Fairview, and we allowed a lot of points, but I mean, it's all because we just couldn't wrap nobody up.
So as things stand right now across Coleman County, we have no score in the Vinemont-Lauderdale County game. I'm rooting for the Eagles there. Shout out to Coach Robinson and company. Of course, the final act of Rush Sandlin at quarterback. And, as a Vinemont alum, I hate Lauderdale County. I love them. Great staff, very hospitable people. I love going to Rogersville.
A lot of good memories there.
We did that trip like 3 years in a row. We've been up there. The Thirsty Cub.
Yes.
We had our picture taken there. It was a great place, but as a Vinemont alum who had that team in the playoffs back and forth, I hate them.
You got one-on-one to the slot.
Love to gamble. No, that's not Gamble. It's a new running back. He's in for the touchdown.
I mean, we had him dead to his tracks in the backfield, and we just once again we can't tackle.
I believe that was Caleb Lindsay. But also in our other scores, we've got Winston County leading Cold Springs and Fairview tied up 6 apiece with the Carver Birmingham Rams. Also Parker, the Thundering Herd, leading Coleman 14-0. That's all we got from around the region. Your score right now, waiting the PAT, 7-6.
Nope.
And
still 7.
It's going to stay 7-6.
7-6. That is the score here.
So we've only had 2 scoring plays in this game, and that was one of them that we just completed there as the PAT no good, as they decided to go for it for 2. So now your update 7-6. I know we get a lot of comments saying, "What's the score?" But
7-6.
What's the score?
We didn't have a score up until about 5 minutes ago, so
it's 7-6.
Well, now we do. 7-6.
I think they could throw us one. They're launching them.
If they'll throw it to Cone real quick and let him toss one up here, that'd be great.
I don't know. One came way up here just a second ago. Let's see if they can throw it up here. Oh, they ain't throwing them. They're rolling them up and shooting them out of a slingshot. Let's see how far this one comes. This one might come in the box with us, guys. Nope. Here's the kickoff. Oh, I like it. Can we call the play, Dad?
And that is how the cookie crumbles.
We will start with the ball at the 42-yard line, and the score is still 7-6.
It's 11:45 to go until halftime, by the way, if you are not watching at home, obviously. The ball will be placed here at the 42-yard line as your Good Hope Raiders will take it from left to right as you listen here. And I think Hatton almost jumped, but the official is not going to see it from the 42. The ball comes loose, and they're going to have to bring it down at the 31. Quarterback saves it, but that is not good. And credit a lot of that pressure from Hatton's number 56, Pierce Wilson.
That just happens when you have those long read plays. You drag it out as long as you can before you make a decision, and it's hard to, because the running back's thinking, I got to run, and the quarterback's thinking, well, I'm going to pull it last minute. And most of the time when you're going to have fumbles on those kind of plays because it's an odd situation because your running back's a lot further than you are.
So they're going to place it now at the 32-yard line by the official spot. We had called the 31, but that was incorrect according to the official. That sets up a second and long situation. They go to a run play, and we've got a flag coming down, but this is probably going to be for just how bad of this tackling attempt from Hatton has been, pulling up on the collar of jerseys and everything as we try to paint the picture for you at home. It's a flag down at the 31-yard line.
Face mask? Yeah, on the defense. He pointed at the offense for a second.
You can have a face mask on the offense, but very rare.
Very rare. That's why I was confused.
Very, very clear by the style of tackling that Hatton had employed there that this was going to be
a 5-yard face mask penalty.
Well, the officials are still deciding what it needs to be.
Well, I think they're confused about the original spot.
Well, it was the 32, so it should be now at the 37 if it's a 5-yard march. So that should be right.
So it must have been hands to the face instead of a face mask.
No, there is a 5-yard face mask penalty. If they don't think it's very gruesome of a face mask, they will call it a 5-yard in high school.
All right, sets up second and 15. It's going to be a short pass to Carter Rutherford, incomplete, as Rutherford diving for the turf near the 40.
One thing that's not been working from Good Hope early is this passing game. They've done pretty well in the running game, but nothing to speak of other than the screen play on the passing game, and that time the screen missed.
So now we're here at the 37 of their own for Good Hope. 10 minutes, 43 seconds. It's still 7-6. Nothing crazy's happened. No one's ran the ball in the end zone in the last 10 seconds, I don't think, Tony.
No, not quite yet. We're hoping that happens right here.
Here's Tyler Cohen.
There's a lot of pressure.
Heaves it with an ice pass. Downfield incomplete, though. Overthrown over the head
way
of
over his head.
Parker Johnson that time. So fourth down and 15.
All right, we know they're going to bring the house and try to block the punt. Can we block enough to not let them have that opportunity?
Once again, no returner in sight.
Yeah, they plan on coming after it every time.
Will this pay off for Hatton? We don't know. Placement of the ball, remember it stays here at the 37.
Looks like the punter's further back this time.
The punter is further back, though. He's at the 25. Cone, he'll step forward to the 26, and he'll boom it down as it'll bounce from the 40, and will it stay there?
If you're good, get on that now. If you're good,
no, it will stay there. It'll be
40-yard, about the 40.
40 or 39, or 40 or 41 if you're Good Hope, you're probably hoping for the 41 just to have that spot, and they'll get it. It will be placed at the 41 on the far hash marks. We got some remarks about the cowbell sound. Well, there's so many of those things out there. As you can even hear, they're starting to jingle now.
One of the more obnoxious traditions in football culture.
Good Hope will play defense now. From the 41, here is Love. Steps back and went with a short dump-off pass, incomplete.
I don't know what they were thinking there.
I thought for a second they'd go screen, but they go instead and just throw it at the face of Tristan Bolding, who I wasn't ready for anything.
The offense was playing screen, but that play was too long developing.
That makes it second and 10, again from the 41 of Hatton. Hornets trail the Raiders by a point.
Looks like an adjustment on Hatton's offense, though, trying to air it out more this drive.
They're going to go with a quarterback keeper for about a yard or two. Good Hope's defense able to come up strong. The line swarms over.
They gave him more than I thought he got. Nope, never mind. They're backing it up.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing, too. I was thinking it was getting a more favorable Hatton spot, but they will instead give them 2 to the 43.
A long 2-yard run right there.
It was. 3rd and 7 coming up.
Good Hope's really backing their DBs off. Now they're stepping back up.
Those cowbells are loud, drowning out any noise, and I know it's getting to the Hatton players on the field. Here's Love, steps up, heaves downfield. Love is going to be overthrown. He's going to throw it basically over to the sideline and incomplete.
He threw it to that assistant coach over there on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know why you take a shot there. You got 8 yards to go. Just worry about that.
The intended receiver.
They gonna go for it?
Was Quindarius Bolden.
Looks like it.
Yeah, they got 5 wide. I ain't never seen a 5 wide punt play.
Carter Rutherford didn't get the... I guess he's waiting for something tricky. Carter Rutherford's down here at the 25. They are still at the 43.
Playing punt return.
Yeah, no, you definitely want to go over there and guard one of those sneaky people over there, because this could be a screen pass, and it would go a long way if it is.
Rutherford is deep, but the play goes forward. That's a first down. But maybe Rutherford playing deep is a good thing, because Rutherford puts the boom on this return.
Yeah,
they just got 20 yards on a 4th down. That shouldn't have happened.
Right, but
yeah, like I just said, you
you
usually don't have 5 wide in a punt formation, so I don't know what we was going with. Right
yeah, like there was 2 DBs covering 3 guys,
and I literally called them before the play.
I mean,
the screenplay is going big.
You pray one of your DBs makes a heck of a play, but
that just didn't happen like it did. I mean, like
that's math.
I mean,
that's math.
Yeah.
That brings it down to the 22-yard line. A first down, huge pickup.
That was a weird play.
That was Cedric Bibbs on that play for Hatton. So this will be a Josh Phillips Impact Mortgage Group first down. Quarterback keeper flag coming out here as the quarterback is able to elude, and he brought somebody down with him from Good Hope.
I love our coaching staff, but that was not very, very smart like.
No, not really good play. And I think
this is going to be holding against the offense.
Well, that's good, because that was a first down run. So that will.
I was talking about the previous.
I know you're talking about the previous play.
The screen play on the 5 wide punt formation they thought was coming out.
They didn't adjust when the indication was it wasn't going that way.
Yeah.
Heck, when you see that, call a timeout if nothing else.
Yeah, we had Rutherford 35 yards deep ready to receive a punt. And that was the only thing that saved the touchdown, so I'm glad he was back there. But
why do you even want a punt returner right there? Let it roll.
Yeah. I don't know. It's over with.
We're confused. We're corn-fused. But if you're Good Hope, you lucked out with that flag.
This will back them up to the 33 of Good Hope. Right to left as you listen here, shotgun formation for this quarterback, Deshaun Love. He's not going to do much with it.
There you go, Landon Bagwell.
In the backfield, Landon Bagwell.
We got to be careful how we throw people. Last week we got a flag for throwing somebody. But with the week before that we did.
Yeah, week before we get a suplex.
So you can't swing around and throw somebody, but you can German suplex. You could prime Kurt Angle German suplex him, and it's not a flag.
That makes it second and an area code, 23 yards exactly. 7:54, your score, 7-6. No changes in that. We'll let you know when it does.
Yeah, like the announcers would say on the game, this might be second in the next area code or the next county.
You can hear the 10 banging now. Here's Love. Love points the receiver.
And it's picked.
It is picked. It is picked.
Tyler Cone. Great play. The receiver wasn't paying attention.
Picks it at the 26-yard line. That's Good Hope ball.
Receiver wasn't paying attention. He was going up the field. I guess he thought the quarterback told him to go upfield, and Tyler Cone read it. That's a quarterback reading the quarterback's mind.
What a play.
I'd be interested to see the replay on that one.
Sadly, we don't have a replay.
Yeah.
It was a great play by Coney. He ended up making a really smart decision.
I would love to watch that again. That was pretty impressive.
Well, I was just wondering if he bobbled the ball. I saw his hand move, but I couldn't tell from up here.
Cone flips it to Drake from the 26 and brought it down to the 31.
25.
Oh, sorry, 25.
Riker Hancock.
Hello, Riker Hancock, the freshman getting in.
They said we're going to have some change this week. We ain't seen that kid play all year, and look at him. He returned one kickoff, and they said throw him at running back.
I mean, good game for him. He's coming back in. Someone's proud of him.
It's got to be a father.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Yeah, got to be a father here. That's at the Good Hope 31 here on the near hash marks. And they said some changes were coming, and
that's just what Coach Scott told us before the game.
That is what he said.
There he is again.
Riker Hancock. This time only going to get up.
Oh,
he got broke open for him.
Look at the freshman
40 more yards on that one. Thought he was going to be dead in the water on one. But no, he breaks it open. It gets it to the 35. And, we're going to spot it at the 36. That's first down.
I smell something burning.
They got some burning popcorn down below us. Of course, you guys at home or wherever you're at, work, or whatever you're doing.
Hey, if you're listening in the stands, they might give you some free popcorn if you go up there.
At least you don't have to deal with the popcorn smell because it's hard to get out. Even in an open air situation like us here at James Shavel Stadium. It's first
Mason
and 10.
Drake's back in at running back.
As we are back at it. First down brought to you by Josh Phillips and Impact Mortgage Group.
Ooh, they almost
whistles
jumped.
On this one. Flag coming out. This is going to be a false start.
We got fingers pointing. They are going to get us with it. I thought the defense player jumped to make our offense player jump. Guess my eyes deceived me wrong. But the back judge called it, so you never know these days.
So first and 15 it remains. We'll have to play this from the 31 again.
Someone call a timeout? Yeah, the Hornets did.
Hornets call a timeout. 6-12, 7-6 Raiders. Your scores from around the region. We've got Winston County leading Cold Springs in our playoff contest, 26-8. We've got no score, Lauderdale County or Vinemont. We do have, again, a Hatton trailing by 1. It's 7-6 Raiders here at this one. And it's tied 6 apiece in the Carver-Birmingham Fairview game.
Got any update on the Vinemont game?
No score.
No score. Hey,
second quarter.
Good
Parker also
there.
leading Coleman. And I'm telling you guys tonight, I know this is the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, because anybody cleaning more Coleman. But if the Vinemont Eagles were to upset the Lauderdale County Tigers, we are going to end this broadcast and, I don't know, get on a helicopter or something.
We're going to go celebrate with
We're going to go to Rogersville and we're going to pull the goalpost down.
Let's do it. Let's
and throw it in the Tennessee River.
No, I ain't going that far. We'll throw it in
Well, you don't have to go that far. When you're in Rogersville, you're right on the river.
Oh, hey. We'll throw it in Smith Lake, though. It'd be cool.
Oh.
For our Good Hope fans.
You know, of course, this is for entertainment purposes.
Let's tear our goalpost.
We don't actually recommend doing this. Well, let's not get too crazy tonight. Screen pass to Rutherford. Rutherford to the 30. Rutherford to the 40 and brought down. He'll selly that a little bit.
Yeah, I think he got up and saw past an orange stick and thought he had a first down. Then he realized, hey,
no,
it's still 2nd and 8.
Well, no, you had to come back from the dead on that one. It'll actually be placed at the 40 or 39 rather. He kind of hit that little gunslinger salute. Had the one shot off the hip.
Nah, we can't have no guns now.
I know.
No celebrating with.
It's about that gunslinger mentality.
Let's see what they do. They're going to stack everybody on the near sideline. They go with Mason Drake on the run.
There you go, Mason.
Spin move. First down to the 46.
If he could have stayed on his feet right there, I think we're calling touchdown.
That would have been touchdown all day. Mason Drake with the first down pickup. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips and Impact Mortgage Group. 5:21 in the half. 7-6 Raiders. And maybe more to come if this offensive stand holds. And, of course, coming up in about 6 minutes or so, we'll have a word with Coach Drew Adams in the basketball program as the boys are getting ready for their season starting in less than a couple weeks. We're probably within a week now course, a lot of the boys on the basketball team are out here playing football, like this young man, Tyler Cohn, who plays the quarterback position. He's going to rush up the middle and inside the Hatton territory as they're going to bring him down at the 48.
Speaking of the basketball team, I don't know exactly when they'll start. Because more than half of his team is on this football team right now, so I don't think he has 5 people to go out there and play.
Now, are they allowed to preempt the schedule?
I believe so. I believe that if they do that, though, they'll play multiple back-to-back night games.
Well, that's going to be tough at first, I know, for some of these players coming back to it, but got to do what you got to do. Here's Parker Johnson with the handoff. Johnson up the left side. Johnson, first down.
Yep.
I believe he's got it.
No, they're going to call him a yard short. About a half an inch short.
Not the best spot, in my opinion.
Nah, it felt like he got more than that. Yeah, he's about third in the football.
I feel like the ref spotted it where he was.
That's what I was thinking, too. That's why I called it a first down. But they're going to spot him, like you said, about a football short. Nonetheless, that'll be here at the 44.
I expect just a quarterback power up the middle.
I would expect the same, and, well, they do it. And he stays on his feet for it to the 10, and K-State to the 5. He does get tackled, but still a big pickup.
They're going to call that down at the 7-yard line.
Okay, they're going to back him up further than I thought.
I just know if his knee hit the 7, then the ball had to be about the 5 because he's 6'3".
Yes.
But they're the officials and we're the announcers. So
it is first and goal with 3:17 to go. Raiders lead by 1 at 7-6.
If you're Good Hope, I would say put the ball on the ground 4 times.
That's best strategy here. You keep your best men in for this one. You can definitely do it. They're going to go with a bunch set. Quarterback keeper stays on for this one. Touchdown Raiders. Tyler Cohn. A 7-yard march to the house. The band will not play the fight song because they're getting ready for halftime. I know Tyson will play it for us. And Alabama high school sports is a tradition, whether at home or on the road. Make our schools, our communities, and our students proud by being a supportive fan. We are counting on you to continue our high school tradition. A public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Kick is good from Robbie Rodriguez. We take a break. Back with more of this when we come back on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
You changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Tisha Brewer will make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More Coleman. After the PAT was good, it's 14-6, 2:52 to go until halftime. It's going to be a short
What
kick.
A catch.
And what a catch.
Did you see him fair catch and wave the hands team off? He said, I got this.
Brendan Pierce, number 28.
I hate that he fair caught it. I think he could have ran it back.
Guys, I think Robbie wants to play some defense. He laid this lick on somebody as soon as he caught the ball. And the person he hit wasn't even close to the fair catch. He just decided that he was going to run and hit somebody. Let's put him at linebacker.
So after the fair catch at the 49-yard line of Hatton, they'll move right to left. Here comes Love to pass. Pressure coming from Bagwell. And it's going to be caught.
Good catch. I mean, if he would have sat that ball down, he would have had space to run.
That's going to be a catch by Jabari Porter, number 10.
Good Hope is playing this zone look, and if Hatton would just sit back, let the pass rush come, and then have guys sit in the holes, I think they could move the ball a lot like they did on that play and a few other times tonight.
The ball will be placed at the 38-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard catch from Jabari Porter. Porter again in the action.
Like I said.
As Love will connect. Actually, that's not going to be Porter this time. This will be number 18.
Diagnose Cooper. Find the soft spot. Head on a swivel.
I believe it's Aaron Cooper. I hope I'm saying that right.
I bet Good Hope brings pressure on this play.
We're not going to give it too many attempts. Last name Cooper. It's called pass.
Well, it's A''Ren Cooper. So I like that. But it's going to be another pass on the right side. I believe this time Porter again getting in the mix.
They backed off.
Yeah. If you're going to play 16 yards off the ball, they're going to throw screen passes and get 20 yards every time. And I believe we've got speed on defense to keep up with them. I don't know why we don't try a closer zone or closer man look.
About a 14-yard play there off of the screen pass. Good for the first down, brought to you by Josh Wilson Impact Mortgage Group. 1st and 10. Hornets at the 20. Love steps up in the pocket. Love swarmed up and brought down. No loss, no gain.
He had a man. But Hatton has success when the guys sit down, but sometimes they just go deep.
They're like my playbook. Just run deep and I'll get it to you somehow.
But they're not getting it to them is the thing. Sit down. You know, like when someone gets benched in basketball, step, 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 sit down.
Sit down. That's absolutely right.
Ball's at the 20 here. Here's Love.
Got a man wide open,
10.
number 10.
Porter.
And he missed it.
Incomplete. Hank Hudson in the area of that one for Good Hope. I don't think that was anything by Porter himself. That was the turf monster.
Well, he kept moving, and it's like, no, stop. Just stop. And
that's what the quarterback thought. The quarterback thought he was going to stop because he was open, but he just kept sliding to the left.
Yeah, you got sit down.
We don't mean quite literally sit down. We mean just, they jump, but they ain't going to
Green pass right side.
Oh, my goodness.
3-yard pickup, and Good Hope.
You notice Good Hope actually had the numbers that time.
Yes.
They had 3 guys over there to blow up the screen. That's the one, if you're Hatton, you go somewhere else with it.
They prevent Quindarius Bolding from making a positive play. 49 seconds. 14-6 Raiders. 4th down and 9 coming up. As that run in the backfield was a 3-yard play.
Defense.
So Good Hope's putting 3 DBs on the right side, 3 on the left.
Love steps up. Callahan gonna be swarmed. Callahan Lindsay.
Oh no.
Flag's coming out late.
Give him an Oscar for that one.
After the flop from Love.
It should be against us they shouldn't give him 15 in a first down. It was after the play.
That was an acting performance to make Leonardo DiCaprio weep.
The refs love to powwow.
After the play, personal foul on the defense. Yeah, we had a great reenactment on the quarterback made was when he tried to get up. Somebody just gave him a little bump saying, hey, get out of my way, I'm trying to get up. And here we go. There's a 15-yarder on Good Hope. So that's going to back us up to about the 4-yard line. No, about the 9. I'm over-exaggerating.
Yeah, I'd probably just sneak it here and take the lead in the half and get the ball.
Yeah, there's only 26 seconds left. You just get to the halftime.
And they ain't even sneak it. You can just knee it.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. I see, victory formation. Now, if you did have those 15 yards, you might try to go, because we do got a good kicker, and you got 3 timeouts, so.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing is in high school, stuff's just unpredictable sometimes.
Yeah. That's going to get us to halftime, though.
Well, that will end a very precarious first half of Good Hope Raider playoff football. 14-6.
How many trips to the red zone did Hatton have in that first half? 3 or 4?
2. I think it was 2, actually.
Well, they had the one they scored on, the first drive, then that one right there.
Wait a minute.
Oh, hurry up. Get on the ball. Go. Put the ball down, ref.
That's JV.
Wait a minute, guys.
That's JV.
Hatton left the field. Good Hope could have had a free play out of that one. Well, now Hatton's coming back to it. 11 seconds on the board.
I mean, Bowling called a timeout.
It was a smart idea. They left the field with 13 seconds left. The ref, I mean, if they want to leave, put the ball down and let us do something with it. Was it Bill Belichick one time that done that?
He's had a few.
Where they just left the field and he decided, hey, well, let's go for two right here.
He had the one where where they snuck the guy on the field goal. They had the delay of game.
Now we'll need the ball out and get it to halftime, but I bet you they don't leave the field again.
I believe we had a timeout call, is what you said, Nick.
Yeah, Hatton called a timeout. Their head coach come from the back of the end zone, ran onto the field and called the timeout. Because he was already halfway in the locker room.
Why he did that, I don't know, but 11. These guys next door are hearing it from the crowd.
Actually, I don't even remember seeing a referee in there.
Is there nobody in there?
I believe that there's
for
state officials.
Reasons, I'm sure.
I believe it's state officials.
All right, so
there's no reason. I mean,
we're still having a powwow here, folks. I don't know what's
there's
going
26
on.
seconds, 16 seconds, 11 seconds. We just tried to get on the ball and score right there. I mean, if they were going to walk to the locker room, which we should have, but they are just going to knee it and go into halftime now. But I bet you Hatton don't try to leave the field again.
Remember I said how it was a precarious end to a first half? Well, it just keeps getting deeper.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Usually we're out of here by 9:30 on these games, but we still ain't even got a...
Well, it's 7:57 on the real-time world clock, but... You know, of course, I'm talking about the in-game scenario we're talking about. Do we have a band here from Hatton? Yes, we do. They were getting ready to warm up, but they're on the side to get on. Okay.
Let's see if they leave the field again. Nope. They are going to stand there and wait.
Good Hope is going to leave the field. And I believe Coach Scott's going to pay that visit to that RV again.
Nah, it was a smart play by Coach Scott. I mean, if they're going to leave the field, I mean, they should have put the ball down and gave us a chance to get on it.
All right, real quick, we'll check our halftime scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. 14-6 your score at the end of the first half. Good Hope Raiders lead the Hatton Hornets. All right, so we got 6-6 apiece in the Carver Birmingham Rams and Fairview Aggies game, while Parker, another team of Birmingham, leading the Coleman Bearcats 28-0. Lauderdale County has the first score in the game. It's halftime in the Vinemont Lauderdale County game in Rogersville. 7-0 Tigers over the Eagles. And 34 as Winston County, Cold Springs to 8. That one in quarter number 2. That one on our Odensall Glass Big Glass Regional Playoff scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and we'll speak with Coach Adams about the basketball season here in just a second. Stay tuned. More football when we come back.
Do you or a loved one suffer from treatment-resistant depression? Depression can be bad. Start living your full life. If you suffer from depression and don't know where to turn, you can think TMS therapy. TMS is a non-invasive way to treat multiple mental health disorders. Sound Mind TMS in Coleman can help. For more information, you can call Sound Mind TMS at 256-735-9475 or visit their website at soundmindtms.com. Dr. Robert Smith and his staff can help, so stop suffering. Think Sound Mind TMS.
Welcome back to the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Queenie Moore of Coleman. We are here, and hopefully we are here. I don't know if this mic is coming through or not. Tony, you can...
No, it's not even on.
We have a dead mic there, so we will use this thing right here. We are here joined with Coach Drew Adams of the Good Hope Varsity Boys Basketball Team. Coach Adams, good to talk with you again. I know we usually have this interview lined up for the halftime of the girls' game, but it's always good to have you for the halftime of the football game, too.
Yes, sir. Good to be here.
Well, it's that time of year again. we are anxiously waiting for basketball season. I know, of course, the boys, you got a lot of the boys out here tonight playing for this football team, and means your season obviously gets preempted a little bit, but what have y'all been doing to kind of warm up for kind of get their minds off that?
Yeah, we're in a unique situation. We've got 12 guys out there. So we've got 8 guys. We've got 8 guys that don't play and 12 guys that do. So you got a lot of teams that are practicing right now. I mean, you could legally play a game last night. There were a lot of basketball games across the state last night, but we got 8 guys and 3 of them are varsity. So there's not much we can do. We'll do about 2 or 3 days of skill work during the week. But past that, I mean, we're still with the football guys. We'll lift a couple of days a week. I can't really let them do anything live, until their season ends. So we're used to it, though. I mean, these guys are usually in the playoffs. So it's a unique time period. As long as they stay healthy, it ends up being fine. We might start November, a little slow, but that's okay. January and February is the only months that matter.
And that's a big point you bring up. January, February being, the biggest months for basketball. The boys ended up taking it to the Sweet 16. Of course, Deschler had to play spoil on that one. Of course, a lot of seniors are gone. You lose K-Mel, you lose Weston, you lose Dakota. You lose a lot of players that were making up the depth. But you bring a whole lot back up to the table this year. Just to name a few, you obviously will have Tyler Cohn out there. Tucker Malin's back in the mix. Not to mention the McSwain kid coming up. Talk about some of the new guys we got coming up.
Yeah, well, this is going to be the first year ever. I'm going to have 3 seniors that have been with me since they were freshmen. We normally don't have freshmen on a varsity team. They're usually not ready, but Tyler, Tucker, and then Jacob Haynes were with us as freshmen. So, I mean, they played year after year after year. They're bigger and stronger. I mean, you can see Tyler right now. I mean, Tyler's not even the same kid that he was 2 years ago. Tucker's finally gotten healthy. Jacob has gotten bigger and stronger. And then we added a kid from Fairview, actually, transferred in this past spring, Gavin Pace, who's a big, strong kid who can shoot it. So, we lose Weston, Dakota, K-Mel. Those were really good players. But we also have some guys that have been kind of waiting their turn, too. So, it will be a senior-led team with those 4 main guys, and then throw in Isaiah Turner as our 5th senior, and then some underclassmen, like you said, Comic Swain, and Tucker Screws out here, who looks like he's 20, but he's in 9th grade.
Old man.
He's going to help us, too. So, we do lose key guys, but a lot of experience coming back, too.
I know you guys are ready to kind of just take what happened last season and use that as fuel to, I wouldn't say match what Coach Abby and the girls did, but, it'd be great to bring 2 trophies home. But I know you guys are just getting ready for that. And, I think this boys team is probably, and I don't mean to give you all rat poison, but probably the most hyped basketball program out there right now. And I know the boys are going to hear that, but, as a coach, what do you do to kind of help them tune that noise out?
Well, we just remind our guys that, it's nice to win county tournaments and things like that, but in the long run, there's some dudes in Birmingham and Huntsville and Deschler and these other places. So, I mean, our guys know that. We don't really even talk county basketball. Like, if we play well and win a county tournament, that's great. But we're reminding them constantly that, there's a dude at Deschler that's better than you. There's a dude at Fairfield that's better than you. And we just try to keep a big picture approach. If you ask Tyler or Tucker, we don't play the comparison game around here. We're trying to compare ourselves to the best. And we're not the best yet. I mean, obviously. So, Fairfield dropped down from 5A to 4A. They won the state championship in 5A. They're 4A now. So it's like, there's some really good teams. And it's going to be tougher for us this year because we actually cross with Deschler in the sub-region game. So we really need to win our area tournament and host a sub-region at home so that we can avoid, going on the road and having to play Deschler before we even get to Wallace. So, it's never easy in 4A basketball. It's never easy.
Not at all.
But these guys know that. And, I mean, I really think if they can stay healthy these next few weeks, then I think we've got a chance to beat anyone. But we've still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, Coach, talking about the area, I know we had some tough teams last year. We had a kid dunking all over us. But let's just talk about that. Is it still as strong as it was last year? Or?
So we kept West Morgan and East Lawrence. We traded Priceville for Danville. Danville was 3A. They made it to the Elite 8 in 3A. They lost their best player, but they're going to be decent. West Morgan lost, I would say, their 3 best players. The kid that dunked about 7 times a game and you couldn't do anything about it. You can't guard that. So, then, the point guard went to UNA. He's starting running back at UNA for UNA football. So they lost some studs. Still going to be good. They're always athletic. Bobby Meyer, who used to be at Coleman, is now the coach at West Morgan, and we're pretty good friends. So that's going to be unique, coaching against him. And then Danville's a good program. East Lawrence has struggled a little bit, but you can never take them for granted. So I would say, if things go as planned, you're probably looking at maybe trying to knock off a West Morgan in the area finals again. But Danville's solid, and East Lawrence can play at times too. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. I've been here 9 years. There's never been an area that we could just walk through.
Yeah, Coach. And another thing, last year, we talked about the seniors last year. You lost K-Mel. That was your offensive guy. I mean, he averaged over 20 points a game, and Weston was your hustle guy. So how do you go into this year and you need somebody to step up in those spots? Who do you expect to step up in those spots?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think anybody that watched us as the season went, you saw what like Tyler and Tucker could do. And they've gotten even better. Now Jacob and Dakota had to kind of split that point guard role. Now Jacob knows, hey, like it's your team pretty much for the point guard position, and he's gotten better. Gavin coming in from Fairview he's a 40% 3-point shooter. So if you got Jacob creating, there's not a lot of guys that can guard Jacob. If he can create, draw help, we got some guys that can hit shots. But the key, you guys know in basketball, you're only playing 7 or 8. You got to be healthy. So if you're missing 1 or 2 of those top guys, it's tough. So, if we're healthy, I think that we'll be able to, even though we're going to miss those guys, be able to pick up where those guys left off. But like I said, still a lot to prove. We haven't even had a legit practice yet. Yeah. So there's still a lot to happen.
Yeah, no. One last question for me. We did talk about, you talked about the county earlier and, but your road is to Birmingham. You want to get to Birmingham, but first you do got to get through the county. And, you've won 5 of the last 6, 4 of the last 5. I don't know. It's been a lot. And, but talk about the county this year. I know West Point's going to be tough. They've got some good guys coming back with Jay Lamar and Maddox, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, and then this is I respect I know every county coach well, friends with most of them. It's probably West Point and Good Hope at this point. Fairview's always competitive. Fairview was the only county team that beat us in the regular season last year. So they're always going to be competitive, but they lost some really good players. Actually one of my better friends is Mason Bose at West Point, so that's always unique. West Point's really, really big. Like, they're going to be by far the biggest team in the county. Now, we're more athletic than them, but they're bigger. So, that game's going to be unique. We know they've got us circled on the schedule. They did last year as well. So, we look forward to that game. But yeah, West Point, Cold Springs is going to be a lot better. We have one go over there. Yeah. Aiden Black's over there, and then the Nick Fallon kid, who's the track star, he didn't play last year. He's playing, so they're going to be better. So you're gonna still have some competitive teams. You just never really know till they get started. I think there's some county teams playing each other next week, so we'll know a lot in the next couple of weeks.
All right, we're excited to see that. We're excited to I'm really excited to get back in the gym. I know everybody's ready to pack the Ryan Gymnasium. So, Coach, good talk with you. I know we'll talk with soon. As we get down the road, but first I guess we gotta make sure our boys get home safe.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. We'll see how this goes. I mean, I don't think we're playing very well. I think if we'll take care of business, I think we're good in the second half as long as we, don't make too many mistakes. And then, never know, when you start getting into round 2, it gets interesting. Yeah, so it looks like right now we might be going to Anniston because I think they're up on Randolph, but it'll be interesting. Yep.
We'll find out soon, I'm sure. But again, Coach Adams, thanks for talking with us. We'll look forward to seeing you again. All right. We'll take a break. Back with more when we come back.
Hey, Coleman drivers. Are you tired of the hassle and confusion when it comes to buying a car? Well, we've got fantastic news for you. Meet Adam Aker at Mitch Smith Chevrolet in Coleman, your go-to guy for a no-nonsense car buying experience.
Hey, folks. Adam here. Buying a car shouldn't be stressful. That's why at Mitch Smith Chevrolet, we pride ourselves on transparency, trust, and there's never any BS at MS.
That's right. Adam Aker and the Mitch Smith Chevrolet team are changing the game.
I live and breathe Coleman, just like you. So when you step into our showroom, you're not just another customer, you're family. Together, we'll find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Remember, Adam Aker, Mitch Smith Chevrolet, what's not to love?
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
In today's world, broadband internet is an absolute necessity. Unfortunately, the large cable and phone companies only provide broadband internet where it's profitable for them. For the rest of us, there's Cyber Broadband. Providing internet service since 2004, Cyber utilizes a small radio antenna to deliver broadband where cable and DSL don't go. You can join the 21st century today with Cyber Broadband, supporting streaming, VPN access, and everything else you've been wanting to do with that slow internet connection. It's Cyber Broadband for the win. They can be found online at cyberbroadband.net or look them up on Facebook.
Are you ready to make your next move in Coleman? Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Angela. We're not just realtors, we're a family dedicated to helping yours.
We're not just about buying or selling property. We're about building connections within our community.
From local schools to charity events, we're active because we care about Coleman.
When you use us, you're not just getting one realtor, you're getting a team working around the clock for you.
With our experience and expertise, we'll guide you through every step of the process.
We're the Warhurst Team Realtors at Hagamore Realty Group.
We make it happen, you make it home.
In 1952, 7 men at an aluminum plant banded together and started Lister Hill Credit Union with only $5 each. Today, more than 92,000 have joined us, continuing the legacy of supporting themselves and the community through Lister Hill. It's all about we and what we can do together.
We've spent a lot of time on this. The investigation is finally over. We uncovered several leads, and we have finally found it. We have found what every small business in Coleman has been looking for. Fiber optic quality internet is here. Utilizing cutting-edge radio technology, Cyber Broadband is now able to offer fiber optic quality internet in the immediate downtown Coleman area and most Coleman industrial parks. More information is available by calling Cyber Broadband, 256-734-1077, 256-734-1077, or on the web at cyberbroadband.net.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tisha Brewer right here in Coleman could switch you over and you could start saving today. Tisha and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tisha Brewer, it's easy to switch and save.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Founded in 1887, Coleman Savings Bank serves the people of Coleman with a full line of banking services. One of those services is their legacy checking account, available to those 50-plus, military, teachers, policemen, and firefighters. It features no monthly service charge, interest earned on any balance, free paper or e-statements, and 2 free boxes of checks per year, along with other features. You can stop by any one of 4 convenient locations and ask them about the legacy checking account, or visit www.colemansavingsbank.com for more information. Coleman Savings Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, Sheriff Matt Gentry here. Hey, on behalf of the Coleman County Sheriff's Office, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the ball field. We pray God's blessings on each and every one of y'all. Hey, when you're coming to and from the ball field, stay safe. Don't be distracted in driving. Make sure if you go somewhere afterwards, don't drink and drive, but have a great season and take care. God bless.
Guthrie's Auto Service has been providing quality automotive service since 1985. Located in Coleman on Eva Road, just north of 157, Guthrie's Auto Service is a AAA approved and Napa Auto Care Center, meaning their repair work is warranted up to 3 years or 36,000 miles, and because they're part of the Napa Auto Care Network, their work is also warranted at over 14,000 Napa Auto Care locations across the country. Terry Guthrie and his team are award-winning, collecting Napa's Auto Care Center of the Year for the Nashville Distribution Center and a People's Choice Award in 2020. More information is online at Guthrie'sAutoservice.net.
At Plus One Heating and Air, we believe in more than just fixing your HVAC system. Our team of skilled technicians is dedicated to providing top-notch service with a smile. Whether it's installation, repairs, or maintenance, you can trust Plus One Heating and Air to get the job done right the first time.
I've never experienced service like this before. Plus One Heating and Air not only fixed my heating system promptly, they also ensured everything was running smoothly. They truly care about their customers.
So when you're in need of heating and air services, remember the company that's willing to walk that extra mile for you. Plus One Heating and Air, where trust meets exceptional service.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecoleman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman, County Road 437, under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman. Your score 14-6 as we are coming back from the half. And boy, guys, we ended that half pretty precariously, didn't we?
Yeah. What happened was we need the ball with like 36 seconds left. Well, they thought, they need the ball, so they're just going to go to halftime. Well, Hatton's team, their whole team is in the back of our end zone. They're running to the locker room. Coach Scott wants to get on the ball and snap it. That's a free touchdown. Because I don't think anybody's going to be able to run on the field and, run down somebody 50 yards ahead of them.
No.
But, yeah, the referee, I respect the officials, but, they wouldn't place the ball down. They were just standing over the ball. Coach Scott realized that, and he's saying, hey, get out of the way. Let us, and that's just, and that's the thing, though, is the play is still alive, so they should have put the ball down.
And I've been told that this is not me saying anything, of course, about the officials or the scorekeepers or anything like that, but it's a different crew than we're used to. Usually we have two officials in the box to the right of us. Since it's a playoff contest, I think it's state officials from the ASHAA who are there to coordinate with that. So I know they turned around in the crowd and said zebras, but
there ain't
no zebras, actually. Quite literally.
Good Hope faithful don't realize that, though, because they still yell at us.
Yeah, they don't know what window it is.
Yeah.
If anything happens, then they need to come into the box. They're going to come to our room first. So,
you remember our friend at West Point?
Twice, by the way, she came to see us.
A lady came to yell at the announcers and yelled at us both times. Like I'm talking the PA announcer.
Right. That's okay. 2 times, and I think the second time she realized it was not the same. She was like, "Oh, it's you guys again. Oh, I'm sorry."
You'd think after the first time you'd have realized, hey, that's the wrong room.
At 2 different places, too. But, hey, that's enough of that.
Win or lose. Put some respect on my boys' names.
Win or lose, the name of the game is sportsmanship in our education-based high school athletics. The lessons learned on the court and in the bleachers and on the field is good sports are winners, no matter what the score. A public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
The Star Sportsmanship exam. We all had to take it to play.
Support high school athletics with good sportsmanship is actually the tail of that one. A message brought to you by the Alabama High School Athletic Association. All right, so we got an update from our Odin's Auto Glass Big Glass Regional Playoff scoreboard. The Randolph Raiders are trailing the Anniston Bulldogs by a score of 16-6. Meaning if this lead holds up for the Bulldogs, we will travel to the city of Anniston next Friday, if we get out of this one alive, because Hatton has been coming at the jugular.
If Hatton could convert on their opportunities, this would be a vastly different game, but so far they make it to the red zone, but they don't walk away with points a lot. And that is not a recipe for a win.
There's a song by the great band known as the Eagles.
Sorry, I ain't laughing at that. I saw Coach Scott give a basic handshake to Tyler Bird down there.
Hey,
It's a little.
He's calming them down. Calming them down. There's a song by the great band the Eagles. It's called One of These Nights, and well, it's shaping up to be one of these nights for the Good Hope Raiders. And
I'd like to see a long run.
Yeah. The after halftime seems to be where they clean it up. So that's what I'm hoping for. Like I said, likely an Anniston Bulldog waiting for you in Calhoun County next week. So.
We're sneaky other Raider fans right now because we really don't want to drive that far. So
yeah, we're low key Raiders of Randolph fans. And I wish it was the other way around where Randolph hosted. I don't mind a trip to Huntsville, to South Huntsville, mind you, down off.
We did go up there last year for basketball. That's a nice little school up there.
Yeah, shout out to the city of Huntsville.
It looks like a college, but hey,
great place to live, great place to work, great place to drive.
What? Great place to drive? That 565 about ruins my car. Roll 5 miles an hour. Give me 10 minutes and I could and some power and I could fix that. But
I'm a Memorial Parkway fan.
I don't know if you saw that high school. Oh, yeah, of course you saw it, but man, that place
Randolph,
is huge.
Yes.
I was over there and I was trying to figure out where the daggum basketball court was. I was looking for in a gymnasium, but no, they got a whole daggum complex.
Looks like a D1 private Christian university. It is a private Christian college or high school, but hey, very hospitable people.
Great people.
We talked with them a good bit when they came to us last year for basketball, and then when we returned the favor the next night. It's a I want to call a squib, but squabbled pickup at the 30 by Hank Hudson, but he'll save it. All right, 1st and 10 from the 40 here as we get back to football action in the second half. Like I said, we'll let you know more about that Randolph and Anniston action. That's setting the path for next week. Either way, the team that wins here tonight will go to, well, I believe if Hatton pulls it off, they will have to travel to the winner no matter what, as they're the 4th seed. Here is the quarterback, Tyler Cohn, tripped up in the backfield, loss of 1.
Your pulling guard's got to get there quicker. I know that's a lot of speed back there you're trying to keep up with, but I mean, you get a 3-yard head start to run, and you got to get over there quicker.
That'll back us up to the 38. So actually they'll say 2nd and 11. Let's see what they try to dial up here. All right, moving left to right as you listen here. Offense quiet. Cohn with a low snap. Cohn keeps it. Cohn able to get down to the 38. And I believe that was McMillan over on the Hatton side who was able to jam that run up.
What do you run here if you're Good Hope? The passing game downfield hasn't been working so far.
Your running game's been good, but it's kind of a long run.
Yeah, it's a little tough to run.
So I think you got the screen pass.
Do you play 2 plays here? Do you try to get closer so you can have a good 4th down maybe?
I think you go screen pass, but I think it's going to be a run.
All right, 10:45 in the third quarter. Low snap. Cohn has to pick it up himself.
He's going
to make something out of nothing, like you said.
I think he almost got a first down.
Yeah, I think he may have.
No, he didn't get the first down.
Back him up 2 yards.
Oh wow, that's egregious. Actually, that was at the 49. They're going to back him up to the 47.
Yeah, no, that was.
I don't know where that spot came from, but Cohn was at the logo.
I would tell you where that spot came from, but I kind of like my job, so.
Well, yeah, 47-yard line, 4th and 2. Cohn was down. If you've been to Good Hope, to James Stable Stadium, you got the Indian Head logo.
Oh, you can run
he was near the
right
feathers.
Here.
They can, and they will. Cohn's going to make up for it and pick up the first down, which should have been his. But if you've ever been here,
well, I don't think he got the first down But it should have been a lot closer.
Yeah, it should have been like fourth and a football at least. A nose of a football. That was a bad spot.
The spot that he had.
I had it right at the 49, and they put it about the 47.
That's where I had it, too, because I'm trying to paint with the logo here. They put him down at the nose of the Indian Head logo.
Native American.
I can say it.
Native American logo. Right. How about we just change to the football team?
No, that's Aniana's job. All right, 1st and 10. It's going to be Mason Drake with a run up the left side. Drake swarmed by some Hornets, quite literally.
You know, if they could change it, how about like the Outlaws?
That was the name of a Little League youth football team, yes. That'll be spotted down at the 45 after Mason Drake's run. Yeah, that was the youth football program here at one point, the Good Hope Outlaws.
Must be something new that, nobody uses.
How about Commanders?
All right.
Well, again, refer that to Aniana, but 2nd and 7. Aniana still using the Redskins logo and everything.
Give it back to Washington.
Keeping it alive.
There you go, cut over the field.
Cone keeping it himself, makes a positive play out of something, brings it down to the 35 on a run on the right side.
We talked about what do you go to in the second half and to get this offense rolling. Well, right there, the quarterback run. They ain't stopped it all night. He's got over 100 yards rushing, so just keep him going.
I've got somebody in the crowd. I won't name who it is, but somebody listening and watching from the crowd says that spot was completely wrong. I know that's 2 plays ago. We'll get over it, but
what'd they say?
The spot was not favorable. Well, there's a
crash in that time.
Oh, Drake!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, he's gonna lose a yard.
Drake
thought for a second his spin move was gonna work out,
but he ended up in uncharted territory.
Oh. Yeah. Shout out to the guy that texted us. Good guy.
2nd and 12. Good guy, I think. But he's just saying, he felt the spot was wrong. And, well, I mean, again, 3 plays ago. So
about.
But you got
180 people.
Yeah.
You got to move on.
180 people can't be wrong, right?
Let's throw it deep. No, I'm just kidding. What's wrong with
Well, they might do it. They're kind of, they're getting ready for it if you're listening at home. 2nd and 12. They're going to go rolling it to the right, and the quarterback is going to toss it ahead. That's former quarterback, Parker Johnson, and Johnson will take it down to the 32.
Yeah, I'm actually extremely proud of that Parker Johnson. He overcome an early injury with the shoulder problems at West Point early on, and then he re-aggravated it against
Haleville. We called that spot wrong. That's actually the 27 who brought it down to.
But they say in college an injury don't lose your spot. Well, here we had so much success with Tyler Cone that we moved him to wide receiver, and it's actually worked out good.
Quarterback keeper, 3rd and 1. Cone to the 20. Cone is forcing people down. Oh my goodness, can he take it to the end? Touchdown Raiders. A hat trick for Tyler Cone. 3rd touchdown tonight. 3rd rushing touchdown at that.
Yeah, he carried him about 6 yards straight into the end zone.
That makes your score 20-6. Waiting the PAT, brought to you by Odin's Auto Glass. Here comes Robbie Rodriguez.
All right, how far do we? If the over-under, if I was a betting man, I say he probably kicks this 30 yards in the back of the end zone.
For entertainment purposes, of course.
Yes.
The holder is Webb Buchanan. They go from Hudson the holder to Buchanan the holder now, and, well, Webb's done a great job at it.
Hey. I love me some Webb minutes. That's my boy out there.
Yeah.
Future Good Hope Raider quarterback. And the games he's played in, he's looked really good. So shout out, the Buchanan family and Webb. Great kid.
Is it Webb or W-E-B, like the poet?
Actually, I do think it is W-E-B because his name, I think someone told me his first name is William. But Webb sounds so much cooler.
Webb is cool. Well, in high school, you're always reading the poetry of W.E.B. Du Bois.
It was Du Bois.
Du Bois, is it?
Yeah, it's actually Du Bois.
I've been out of high school for 10 years, buddy. I don't know.
I've been in high school for 3 years, and I don't even know who that is. So.
Well, I guess it's a lost art then.
All right, so Howie's laying the ball down. This is an onside kick, and it's supposed to go towards the numbers and curl back in. So we'll see how this works.
All right.
I don't know why.
Onside kick attempt from Robbie Rodriguez, and that's going to be brought down by Hatton.
I don't get that when you're up 2 scores. Just put it deep and
it's Brendan Pierce again for Hatton to bring it down up to 49. And, credit to Parker Johnson for Good Hope to try to jam up in there and just force that ball loose. He laid a lick down. Yeah.
Once again, Parker overcoming the early injuries, and I'm glad he's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Good Hope gives no help to the side with one receiver, and they're playing up. You got a shot here if you want it. That's a busted play.
It's a busted play from Love. And
nobody thought the ball was snapped, but nobody thought the play was actually going.
Well, I don't know if they knew what was going on either, but that was a...
Well, he caught the snap. There was no whistle blown, and he kind of just stood there, and everybody stood up and stood still, and then they were like, oh, well.
You got a one-on-one matchup right there on the left side. Anytime you want to take a shot. Now Good Hope finally sending safety help over there.
All right,
but once again, numbers. We got 3 players for Hatton, 2 players for Good Hope covering.
Hank Hudson on the close side of the defensive line. Yeah,
he's going to come finally coming. Yes, second and 9.
You waited if you're Hatton.
High snap. Love pick.
Oh, pick. Greg has it to the 40. He's gone.
He is gone. 20.
Oh, never mind.
10, 5. No. 1 yard short, but hey, that's a 1 yard to the house here in just a second. Big play from Mason Drake.
He read that slant pass like a book.
That'll be first and goal from the 1. Maybe the 2. I don't know what the spot is quite just yet.
I think it's a long one. I think it's a long one.
So after all that, they had numbers for quite a while. Then they wait and then throw it to the side they didn't have numbers on.
You ever be playing Madden or college football with your friend who is beating up on you 21-7, then you kind of get complacent just throwing up whatever sticks? Well, that's what happens here. Here's
Did he get it? He just barely got it.
That's Cohn for his 4th touchdown. Touchdown Raiders. Flag's coming out, though, on the far sideline for what we don't know. But this is the Good Hope crowd is just kind of stopped in their tracks.
I believe we're going to have a 15-yard penalty against us.
And, Robbie Rodriguez and company were ready to get out there to kick the PAT, but touchdown's coming back.
Did you see what it was?
No, I didn't even see it.
It was a late call. The touchdown should have been good by rule because this flag came out after the celebration. I don't know if it's a celebratory.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see what he saw that we didn't see because, the only thing I saw was...
And it came from the far sideline, too. It came from the judge on the far sideline.
The only thing I saw was Tyler Cohn and turned around and did say something to the Hatton player, but the close judge didn't say anything that was wrong.
So they're not they're not marking a penalty.
They're going to do it on the kickoff. They're going to.
So touchdown good from Tyler Cohn.
Why would you do it on the kickoff in high school football? I'd make them kick a long field goal.
Webb Buchanan
is kicking these balls.
Holds it. Rodriguez booms it. Good for the PAT. All right, I don't know. I don't know what the official... And again, let me stress this. The play happened middle of the hash marks, midfield play. The touchdown was on the near hash mark. Cohn turned around. Yeah, he may have said something, but he was facing towards our sideline and may have said something to a Hatton player. The far judge who threw the flag was still on the far sideline.
I don't even think he made foot on the playing surface. I think he was still on the
He was still on the far sideline and threw the flag late. I think something must have got wiped there. But no, it's not because they're going to back up the kick. But
I mean, that's fine.
I still don't know what the official had called there.
And the reason they backed it up on the kickoff is because we're not kicking the ball deep, so you get a chance to get the ball.
But I would hope you would kick it deep now.
Yes.
I've watched enough Good Hope football over my years that this ball is probably not going deep.
So after all the confusion and now the smoke is cleared,
you can't, why on earth would you kick an onside? I believe you, but I'm like,
right.
Yeah, this ball's not going anywhere past the 50. If I think this is going to be a pooch kick, I'd be surprised if this ball makes it past the 50.
So after the smoke is cleared, basically we'll run you back. The score is 28-6 right now. Hatton trails Good Hope. Good Hope leads here in the first round of the playoffs.
Look at there.
And Robbie Rodriguez is going to boom it, and now Hatton tries to return.
There you go. Good tackle.
Good tackle by
Braden Cooper.
Cooper and another one.
I got a chance to talk to Braden Cooper this past weekend, and he's in high spirits. He's in high spirits after last week.
That's Cooper and Johnson both in there as well.
But if you're Hatton, you got it back further than you would have gotten probably if you just let him kick it from the regular line. Like you're starting farther back than you did the previous two drives.
Yeah, and that's just the thing, though, is just they thought that, hey, they ain't kicked the ball far, not once yet. So,
and once again, you have numbers over here to the left side if you can get a play, but they're going to look over there for 10 seconds till Good Hope realizes that. Like that.
First and 10, Hatton Hornets. From the 44. Here's pressure to the quarterback, Love. He'll toss it up ahead. He's going to get that connected to Cooper. Cooper will bring it down to the 40.
That's been there all night.
38.
Yeah, just the simple sit down, the 5-yard sit down. Yeah. Is open every single time because our guy that's supposed to play that zone runs to the middle of the field on the streak that's going right up the field.
It's first and goal. All
you have to do is clear out.
First down, mind you. I'm sorry. First and goal, I was going to say. My goodness. On the 39. Go ahead.
The defense has been pretty predictable. They threaten to rush 4 from the right side every time. Usually they back out of it and only rush 3. Like that.
Screen pass on the far side.
On that side, though.
Yeah,
you have numbers there. You're still going to give up about 2 yards on the
that's
catch.
a screen you don't run.
Quindarius Boulding. He's been the speedster.
Do you think Good Hope's swallowing the playbook at this point?
I don't think so, but
well,
I think they're having to adjust on the fly, but
what's the adjustment?
You're just having to come at it late, and it seems like that's
once again, if you're Hatton, I would be snapping this ball now every time if I could. No pressure.
The noise is going to get into it. The noise is going to get into it.
Now you streak 2 guys deep and let one sit down and make them wonder which one it is. Number 2, he would sit down. Instead, they're going to take a deep shot.
Here's number 9. I know Callahan Lindsay trying to give him chase. They're going to get with Quindarius Boulding.
A yard short of the marker.
Another thing, if you're Hatton, you realize you haven't been dealing with much pressure in the passing game all night. Like Good Hope's not bringing pressure.
So they're going to mark him 1 yard short. Line of gain's the 29.
One thing Good Hope has struggled with is quarterbacks that are agile. So I do like the fact that you're going to give them time to throw it, but you got to have better coverage on the foot if you're going to that time.
But also, there's nothing wrong with it because Hatton doesn't realize it most of the time.
All right, 3rd and 1. Quarterback Love keeps it. Love has the first down and then some, but he's going to get stuffed.
And by the way, running the quarterback to the right hasn't worked out once all night.
And even the quarterback's kind of chippy out there. He's jawing.
Even the long run was to the left.
He thinks that he's got a face mask penalty, and he's screaming at the ref.
Careful now. First and 10.
I don't know if he knows that that's not very good sportsmanlike.
No, it is not.
You're not supposed to scream at these officials.
Don't say that. Don't say that. There's people in the crowd that get mad at you.
Yeah, well, they don't know.
First and 10. Here's Love. Steps up, throws.
Oh, no. That's picked.
Pass is picked.
Easy pick.
Oh, no. Incomplete.
The receiver turned into a DB.
Yeah, he played defense on he had to. I mean, the quarterback threw it between the 2 receivers straight to Tyler Cohen.
These deep balls, I don't know what to say.
There's not much to say about it. I mean, They choose to throw the ball deep at the worst times.
I guess it's hard to say that Tyler Cone is the intended receiver, but hey, it's not going to matter. There's a flag down on the offense, so this is going to back him up 10.
Is that 10 or 15?
That's 10, so it's going to be, I think it's a holding call.
Holding called against the offense. All right, quick update. Winston County over Cold Springs right now, 50-8. So not good news if you're a Cold Springs Eagle fan. If you're a Weimar Eagle fan, you are still in the hunt.
You're in the edge of your seat.
7-0. Hey, go Coach Robinson. All right, bring it home. All right, here we go. First and whatever long.
First and 20. There you go.
First and 20. All right, now we're going to make it 2nd and 11.
10.
Okay. See, that was one of the better executions I've seen for Hatton, though. Good Hope completely sat back and covered everything, but there was no one to wrap up the quarterback.
So he made his move out left. And
you have a lot of space. And part of that's because Good Hope knows they're up big. They're going to probably win this football game. Just make them drive the length of the field.
Yeah, they're wasting a lot of time running the ball, and that's what Coach Scott wants.
2 minutes, 50 seconds, and we got another flag coming. We got a
number 9 down here. Yeah, he jumped. Rutherford saw it as soon as
the tackle was a little quick, too.
So we'll back him up 5 more. So I'll look at 2nd and 15. It was 1st and 20. I was trying to get that right because it was a 10-yard backup. Then they threw it for 10 yards. And then we're going back 5 yards. So now it's 2nd and 15.
See, what Good Hope's doing here is they're rushing 3 down linemen, and they're playing 1 quarterback spy. And the 3 linemen, 5 people, it's going to be hard to get there.
Here's Love. He's going to have to step up and throw, and nearly knocked off of his boots. And flag coming down here at the 30, though, as Love is tagged. But now another flag coming out in the pile here.
It was a late hit.
Oh, we've got pushing and shoving here on both sides. Officials have to get in the middle. This Good Hope player's heated. This is not good. I believe that's Drake, and we still have some more pushing and shoving here.
This is getting out of hand.
Seniors are getting in the line there and trying to rally the crowd back.
Look at Tyler Cone.
Yeah, Cone's
great leadership
right
there.
I know Drake got heated for a second, but didn't see what he...
Well, what happened was they got the quarterback down. The quarterback stood up before the whistle was ever called, and somebody hit him again. And the play was dead, so they called the flag on the late hit. And the original flag is holding. I know that for sure. The other flag is going to be a 15-yard personal foul after the play because of the late hit. And then, of course, when you hit a quarterback late, your offensive lineman, you don't hit my quarterback. And here they come over there, and they start pushing and shoving. And then you got DBs over here getting into it, and then you got receivers pushing DBs, and it's just a lot of pushing and shoving and no action.
The refs hadn't been scared to. They don't want to get too chippy out there.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, no, keep going.
The crowd was getting into it, but I didn't think it was too egregious. Just a little shoving match between both sides.
And that happens in football when you got 98-degree bodies hitting each other for 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's where if you're the ref, you call it both. I would think you would just call offset penalties.
See, they didn't call anything on the pushing and shoving. It was just the late hit and the holding, which is going to offset each other. Replay the down.
All right. 2nd and 15. Everything offsets. The AHSAA asks fans to remember that we all play a role in the education of our students. Parents, fans, and people in the community all set an example for our students, whether they are aware of it or not. Help set a positive example in everything you do. A public service message from the Alabama High School Athletic Association.
I felt like that was perfect time to read that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
we got a man D.
You got to,
but he stopped on the route.
Quarterback keeps it.
Smart play.
About throwing it, keeps it down to the 10. Can they keep him out of the house? I don't think so. Touchdown Hornets.
See, that's the offense you would have liked to have seen the whole time from Hatton.
Coach Scott is mad.
Yeah, he's livid out there.
They're going to let.
I mean, they're going to let
Sean Love just run away on them like that. It's 28-12 waiting.
Well, your quarterback spy is your nose tackle. That also don't end up good with a speedy guy like he is.
While we're waiting for the PAT here, we'll update you on some scores. 15-6. Fairview now over Harbor of Birmingham.
What a low-scoring game. After what Fairview done to us last week, you wouldn't think that. Oh, they jumped.
They're going to jump off sides on this one. They're not going to call it. The free play quarterback just gets suplexed by Hank Hudson and Landon Bagwell. But actually, no, it's Landon Bagwell.
My thing is that they're going to call it false start, and they're going to back it up 5 yards and let them do it again. then the play should have been dead.
Whistle. Blow the whistle.
Like the play should have been dead. They're going to decline. Okay, they're just going to call illegal procedure. It's fine.
All right. 28-0, Parker, the Thundering Herd over the Coleman Bearcats.
The Thundering Herd.
Well, we have, again, only Lauderdale County 7, Beaumont nothing.
Don't call it a comeback.
Hey, I'm rooting for you, Coach Robinson, if you're listening. I don't know, you're probably not, but
run the ball, Coach.
That's all he does, run the ball.
The Beaumont Eagles this season, we missed out on a lot of their games, I know, but I know they brought back a lot of players. And, you know, I'll check in with our guy up there. I'll check in with our guy, Braden Specs Jones.
All right, number 25 set to kick off here. It looks like they're going to go for the onside here. Yep, here it comes.
We come back to it. Ball bounces on.
There you go.
Oh, has it.
Can you return in high school?
I don't believe so, but they're still scrambling for it here at the 49, and I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Now we got pushing and shoving on the ground.
Guys, more late hits.
Penalty? Did they say penalty?
All right, so the cloud of smoke is still waiting to be settled in this play right. There is just a lot going on in the field. Okay, now we're at the 48 after the...
I didn't think you could return the onside kick in high school.
I don't think he intended to return it. I think it may have just popped loose, but there was a lot of scrambling for it. It was
scrambling
loose.
And pushing and shoving, and it's all good.
All right, Tyler Cohn has it first and 10.
Once again, you know, that's only 3 yards, but you take a 3-yard run every time. I mean, he's done it all game. I mean, you just run into the outside, and he's been able to make a guy miss every time.
For Hatton, that's the play that doesn't work, but for Good Hope, that's one of the best plays you have consistently.
It's 2nd and 7 now. Left to right as you listen here. As Mason Drake's going to get it, I believe, on the carry this time. They'll bring it down to the 39. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, they're gonna place this at the 40. I am not a fan of these spots.
Yeah, well,
I know, but seems that we call the play as it goes down. I guess they're being very particular on where the knee or the foot or whatever they're calling it from, but.
And we don't have the best angle when they go that way sometimes.
Here's the quarterback keeper up the middle. Quarterback is trying to elude a couple tackles, and he'll fight the crowd down to we're going to call it the 31. Lord knows it might be the 35 after they
got it marked down at the 33. So.
They do actually have it marked down at the 32. First down yardage, though.
No, it's a 33.
Oh, it is. Not the best angle on us, of course, here in this box. But that is a good enough for the first down. But quick update: the Carver Birmingham Rams are trying to tie it up, but it's 15-12 in that game. That one being played at Dafford Smith Stadium. 1st and 10 Raiders.
There you go.
Here's a shot downfield.
Get the ball to 13 and let him work.
Touchdown Raiders. Tucker Malin. As Tyler Cohn on 1st and 10 from the 33 just said, hey, Tucker out there somewhere. Let him eat.
Yeah, when you got a 6'4" wide receiver out there. He's got some wheels on him. Let's get the ball to 13 and let him work a little bit. I mean, we ain't throwing it. It feels like that's the first time we're throwing the ball in 2 weeks.
It took the offense a little bit to get warmed up, but it's 34-12 right now, waiting for the PAT. 18 seconds on the game clock, 21 seconds, actually 25 seconds on the play clock. They're going to kick this here from the 10-yard line. The holder is Webb Buchanan. The kicker is Robbie Rodriguez. The kick is up and is good for the PAT. We'll take a quick break before we come back on the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
In the game of mortgages, experience matters. Meet Josh Phillips, a veteran with over 13 years in the mortgage industry. As the leader in the local mortgage community, Josh is more than just a lender. He's a partner who believes in making an impact. At Impact Mortgage Group, they're not just making mortgages. They're making a positive impact on borrowers and our community. You can experience the difference too with Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
I'm Josh Phillips of Impact Mortgage Group. You can reach me at 256-338-2920, and I'll show you how my experience can help impact your next home purchase.
In MLS number 338177.
Welcome back to the Good Hope Raider Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning and More of Coleman.
What's the score, Dylan?
35.
What's the score, Dylan?
35.
What's the score, Dylan?
All right, you're getting on my nerves now. Hey, but one thing that won't get on your nerves, coming soon to your YouTubes or Spotify's, wherever you get your podcasts. It's What's the Score podcast, hosted by yours truly.
Changing the game.
Hopefully. Could be changing where we go next week. Could be Randolph hosting, or Good Hope hosting Randolph, rather, or on the road for Annis.
Uh-oh.
Ball is loose. Raiders may have it.
They do.
They do.
Cody Stevens got down there and picked that one up. They didn't choose who was going to catch the ball right there, and they both ended up...
yeah, they ran into each other.
Exactly. They kind of sandwiched the football, and it come popping out right into Cody Stevens' hands.
You know, the far back guy is in great position, and he's like...
Smells like safety somewhere. Smell that?
Yeah. Hey, share some for our fans out there, all right? All right, 1st and 10, Raiders have the ball back because they are just so good at kicking the ball off and getting it back from these Hornets, I should say, that it's just been great. So
I've been waiting to get my fours up for like 4 plays now.
14 seconds. Here is a rushing play.
Riker Hancock,
yeah. And
it's getting chippy.
It is getting chippy.
Yeah. I don't condone that, but that's my guy right there, Tucker Scruggs.
You know, there's a get back coach on every squad for the Good Hope.
It feels like our get back player is Tyler Cohn.
It was Hank Hudson too.
Well, guys, get your fours up. It means something to us. Therefore, we cannot stand still.
12 minutes officially on the board. Your Good Hope Raiders lead 35-12. That's right, 35-12 over the Hatton Hornets in the first round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs. Winner of this one faces the winner of the Randolph Raiders and the Anniston Bulldogs. With no updates from ScoreStream on that one. We don't have any way of telling you other than, it's 16-6. This says it's halftime. It's been halftime for about like an hour now.
Maybe there's a way we can get that. Don't click on that YouTube right there. You'll get hacked somehow.
No, I know. I was hoping our friends of the NFHS network had at least a scoreboard to look at, but don't want to get hacked by nobody.
Yeah, if you see any links in any kind of Facebook post saying, hey, you can watch the game right here, don't click on it. Let me just save you some time. Save you some time and possibly your bank account. So, if you're from Coleman, recently the courthouse got cyber attacked.
That does seem to happen frequently. Maybe Max Preps has an update. They're saying 16-0 over the Randolph Raiders. So, no new updates from that. 2nd and 7.
Oh, Rocker Hancock laid a block out there on the edge.
Big rushing play to the right side. And it's going to be on the far hash marks this time. I believe that was
Parker Johnson.
On the run.
And we've got players chipping and still talking.
I mean, like, what we were talking about, the get back coach.
Yeah, hold on. They got a player down on the field, number 0.
Yeah, and it looks like a cramping situation, which
I hope that's all it is.
I'm hoping so too for Hatton. I don't know who the injured player is. But
number 0. Number
helping
0.
him cramp.
Long. I'm not even going to attempt that first name, but his last name.
Zarian Long.
Zarian. They actually have 2 players down.
We're seeing the second one too. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Live 95 is brought to you in part by Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point, now with several locations across the state, but still located in the heart of Coleman County. They are a proud sponsor of Coleman Community Radio on Live 95. Merchants Bank of Alabama, a division of South Point Bank, member FDIC.
Coleman Electric Cooperative's mission is to make life better in the communities we serve. That starts by providing reliable, affordable electricity, while our Sprout Fiber Internet service delivers blazing fast broadband internet to homes, schools, and businesses. Coleman Electric Cooperative is a proud supporter of student athletes, cheerleaders, and band members who work hard every day to make their families and community proud. Coleman Electric Cooperative and Sprout Fiber Internet, powerful connections, brighter future.
We welcome you back to the injury timeout here on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleveland Moore Coleman. Both players get up off the field. They're going to be...
Luckily, they were both cramps.
Yes, just cramping issues from Cole Macmillan and Zarian Long of Hatton. No players from the Good Hope side injured. We go back to football now. It's 3rd and 1. Raiders have the ball. Place this at the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 31 to gain this and keep the first down going. Your score, 35-12 if you're just tuning in.
Riker Hancock is actually going to be our quarterback for this play.
All right.
Let's hope he can get the ball clean. There it is.
Direct snap. Riker Hancock has a first down and then some down to the 28.
I'm glad players are like the freshman who hasn't played much this year. He's been basically our special team guys. I mean, he's in here late. He's been in here really the whole game. Riker Hancock, he's made a difference since the second quarter.
Yes. 11 minutes, 26 seconds until the end of this game, and your Good Hope Raiders lead 35-12. I feel like I've said that a lot.
Probably have.
I don't know. No one's keeping score at home, I guess.
That's our job. What's the score now that you mention it, Dylan?
Shut up. Flags coming down, false start on the offense.
Well, the score is actually a podcast coming your way.
Yes. But no, there really is a score, and it's 35-12. So
for entertainment purposes.
We still are trying to check the score on the Anniston Bulldogs
and Randolph
Raiders game, yes. No score update other than a 16-6 Randolph Raiders trailing and this game's happening in Huntsville, mind you. Anniston traveled to Huntsville for this one. Maybe if you know anybody in the Huntsville area could drive by Randolph School, let us know. All right, here's Tyler Cohn back in at quarterback.
And we got a flag.
We got a flag down, so this may be coming back further, but...
Well, my girlfriend's working at the hospital tonight. Maybe.
No, that's not a good way to find out.
Well, she can't leave the hospital, but maybe she can ask someone.
Well, the way I was reading it in my mind, I thought you were going to say they're going to bring a player in and just ask, hey, what was the score of the game?
No. I want all the players in North Alabama football to stay healthy and happy. I just meant maybe someone would tell her.
We got an breaking update from ESPN. This was about a minute ago, but an Auburn basketball team has been diverted and forced to land in Houston due to a scuffle involving 2 Auburn Tigers basketball players.
I'm seeing that right now.
The FAA will get involved if it's on a plane.
Breaking update from ESPN. And here we go back to the field here in Coleman, Alabama. It's a Parker Johnson run on a mile, 23 after the penalties. They'll make it 22 from the 40. So, breaking news to report from ESPN.
The Auburn Tigers. I hate to say that.
Auburn Tigers basketball team being forced to land in Houston due to an on-flight scuffle. That one per ESPN.
No, they're on their way to Houston. I think they stopped short.
Oh, yeah, that is on route to Houston. All right.
Go, Riker.
It's Riker with the ball. Riker picks up about 12 yards. It'll bring it down to the third. Actually, it'll bring it down to the 28 now on the near sideline. We've got another cramping issue back out here for Hatton.
Yeah, it's extremely hot for this time of the year.
That was grounded shortly after takeoff, so this plane may not even left the state of Alabama.
Yeah, I think they said they turned around. So
I believe they put that plane.
All right, Auburn, let's get it under control. Let's stop fighting. We all had a 51-point win the other night. Let's just get to Houston, face off the number 4 Houston Cougars, and let's get out of there safely with no injuries.
I know, of course, basketball season ramping up. We talked with Coach Adams. We talked to Coach Abbey a couple weeks back, and both coaches telling us they are ready for
Coach
this
Abbey's
season.
in action tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, Lauderdale County, the Tigers at
Fairview High School if y'all were wanting to go.
3 p.m. We won't have that on the air, unfortunately.
No,
but
we got some things going on.
We've got Cone downfield to Malin, and he's got it in the field.
Let me tell you something. You know, they call those passes right there a 50-50 chance. When you're throwing it to 13 out there, I think it's more than 75-20.
Wait a minute.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
I believe we may have had a timeout called before this play happened.
Now
we got a flag down on the far sideline, too, but.
You know what? If this comes back, you know what you should do? Throw it to 13 again.
Why not?
Just let him run straight down the field, and you throw it up, and I promise you, they call it a 50-50 ball. I'm going to call it a 75-25 ball. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Well, the officials are trying to get it figured out. We'll take a little break to just identify ourselves. This is the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning Moore of Coleman.
Coleman's Live 95, WRJM-LP, Coleman.
We welcome you back to Good Hope as the Raiders are leading the Hatton Hornets 35-12 with 8 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in this ball game. Winner will face off either with Anniston or Randolph once we have an update on that score. Of course, right as we could tell right now, it'll be a trip to Anniston if things stand. All right, they're bringing a cart out here.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're bringing a medical cart here on the Good Hope side.
It's got a. I don't know what you call that. I guess
that'd be a stretcher. Yes.
Yeah, stretcher. That's what I.
Or a board. They call it a boarder. They're bringing it to the student section side. No one seems to be injured from what I can tell. I don't know if this is just an assistance thing.
We're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to keep y'all updated.
The board matches your jersey, Tony.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Go Red Sox, baby. Wearing my Rafael Devers jersey.
No, they're bringing it up to the crowd. So
I believe that we have a student that's probably overheating. It's extremely hot out here for this time of year.
It is November in Alabama, and we are still feeling September. I mean, I don't know how to really tell you where I don't know where fall went. We had that cool breeze, and then it went right back to the depths of Hades.
Yes.
Mostly sunny today. It was a high of 77 with a light northeast wind out of the 5-mile-an-hour speed, if you're into that.
Looks like it was a band member.
No. Well, it might be. I don't know.
They're going to have a chance for rain tonight. Maybe it'll cool off. Here it is.
Throw it to Rutherford. He's deep.
Cone. Oh. Throw it up. Malin's going to be. It don't matter. Again. Touchdown Raiders.
Once again, throw it to 13. He'll get you a touchdown. Everybody needs a 13 Tucker Malin on their team.
Yes, they do.
Screw it. Tucker Malin's down there somewhere. Whether you like it or not.
Well, if you're Good Hope, you love it. If you're Hatton or whoever else they've had on the schedule with Tucker Malin injured. Womp womp.
Fayette County got a taste of Tucker Malin his first game back.
Kick is up from Robbie Rodriguez. That's going to be good. Your score now, 42-12. A big lead for the Good Hope Raiders as they continue their march into the postseason.
Yeah, man, I like to bring it up every time we drop back to throw the ball, man. He's 6'4". Just give him a chance to go up and get it. I mean, he's open. I would say considered open every time just because of his height advantage.
All right, no new updates, from the Randolph or Anniston score yet. Oh, no, we do have an update. Third quarter, it is 34-12 Bulldogs.
We will be taking a travel next week.
So we will probably be taking the travel, most likely taking a travel to Anniston next week. on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning & More. I say most likely because that game is not settled. This game, however, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds and a 42-12 lead, that's all but settled. 30-point lead. I think we're heading out next week.
Yeah. Sadly.
I'm excited.
Let's ride.
It's going to be hard for me to get off work, but we'll make it work.
All right, fielded
fair catch,
and fair catch called.
Oh, my goodness.
Flag's coming out late.
Laundry.
Wesley Steedman, who had the reception and the fair catch, but
you get pancake blocked and you get flagged for it. That's going to go on. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty after the play, Carter Rutherford. But Rutherford, buddy. Oh, actually, it's actually going against. I don't know what that call is. Either one of y'all educate me. It was this.
Put him in a coffin?
Nah, that's what Rutherford done.
Like the crossbones, the skull and crossbones.
Yeah, I heard it. He just crossed his hands over his chest.
R.I.P. Mike Leach.
Yes. Rest easy, Mike. Air raid. I think we should back up an air raid just for Mike Leach.
We did that last season with the Air Raid Raiders. But here is a pass from Love and Rob. Incomplete.
That was open. That was a really good throw.
Hey, there's a flag down, though. It's on, I believe it was number 2 who had the intended reception. I don't have him on the roster for it.
Yeah, number 2 and number 4 is not on our roster, so sorry, Hatton people.
Sorry for the people out there who are wanting to know who's getting what tackle where and where the ball is and who got the ball or who didn't get the ball.
And what's the score.
Yeah. But of course, if the schools are not willing to provide this information for us, we are not able to bring it to you.
You know, I had my best investigators hat on this week. Used my vast network of sources to find out information on these Hatton Hornets. I have sources all around high school football in the Valley.
Oh, yeah?
Personal foul on Good Hope. Hey, buddy, I don't know if y'all know this, but Coach Scott's going to give y'all hills and hills and hills and hills. So have fun running up and down this hill all week.
No, it's not an ideal situation.
If you've been to Good Hope and you've been walked up this hill out to our left on the home side.
Takes the breath out of me every single time.
Yeah, they have to run that when you get a 15-yard personal foul. Hey, even Coach Scott will run it if he has to.
They're going to drop back with Love, nobody in the backfield, and reception.
Answers a drop ball with a heck of a catch right there.
He came back to it.
Reception is there at the
that looked like what's his name that recently got traded, Mr. Mingo for Carolina. He caught a ball backwards, but sadly he was out of bounds. So
how about the Cowboys giving a 4th for him when DeAndre Hopkins
went for a 5th?
Amari Cooper went for a 3rd. Deontay Johnson went for a 4th, I believe. But hey, the Cowboys got Mingo.
Yeah, it's true. 8 minutes and 5 seconds. As we have a 1st and 10 from the 43. As Love is just going to pass it again. I believe Good Hope may have this. I don't know.
He set the DB down.
He's still carrying people.
Oh, my goodness. He's still
Hey, can we get him down?
They are not going to whistle this dead. So I thought for a second he sat that
player
DB
from Hatton
down.
entered the pile way too late.
Flag's coming out now.
Yeah, that's coming back. Guy from Hatton came way, way late.
Yeah, they called the play dead, and he come flying in thinking he was going to move the pile even more. Now he's just moving them back 15 yards.
What I saw, and this is why I called it the way I did, what I saw was just a bang-bang play from Good Hope to Hatton. I thought the ball had cut loose and Good Hope had it, but no, he sat that DB down.
Oh, yeah.
And Hatton continued with it. I don't know who took it, but we had a pile of blue helmets and white jerseys versus red helmets or rather white helmets and red jerseys swarming up, and we've got a flag down at about the 23. Or, excuse me, that's the 18. It is against Hatton. Oh, my goodness. Breaking update. Arkansas State 70, Alabama 79.
If you're watching that game, if you have the audacity to pay $13 a month to watch SEC, or SEC Plus, you go ahead.
But that's not even an SEC. It's an SEC contender, but Arkansas State's on it. I don't know. I hate all these streaming services, but that's a different story for a different day.
Yeah, that's why we provide this broadcast to you free of charge.
All right, first and 20 for Long.
No, first and 10.
First and 10 is the correct call. First and 10 for Love, I should say. He's going to have to just make it something out of his feet with it, and he will take it down. Looks like about 6 yards, maybe 7. No, we're going to go 8. Oh, maybe 7.
You know, a lot of people probably had a hard time trying to figure out where the basketball game is. Heck, you can probably listen to us on a microwave at this point. We're everywhere.
Smart fridge.
I mean, with those Raspberry Pis, you could hook it up to a potato and listen to us.
Second and 2. Love.
Oh, Mason Drake with a second interception.
Drake, does he have the blockers, though? Doesn't need them. He'll bring it down to the 25-yard line. And
we got pushing and shoving.
More chippiness. Flags coming out.
Mason.
Other flag coming out.
That's going to go on Mason Drake for throwing the football at their head coach.
I know Coach Denton Bowling wasn't expecting Mason Drake to heave it at him. And, well,
stories I could tell, man.
Yeah. All right. And we have a cool penalty assessment. Yeah, the cool breeze is coming. Rain is expected tomorrow here across Coleman County. And
sadly, I have to work in it.
Me too.
You work at a place you already get wet, though. So.
Well, that's fine.
Waders.
Yeah, I'll have to wear my waders tomorrow. You're right.
White.
6:49. We have a penalty assessment waiting for the.
Yeah.
And we got.
It's just offsetting penalties. They're going to get the Randolph. I said Randolph. Look at there. I'm looking at the Hatton player for shoving late, and then they're going to get Mason Drake for throwing the football at their head coach.
Back when I played under Coach Bolin, one of his great rivals was a Cowboy, and like tonight, it's the Cowboys. He's facing the Cowboys' arch rival,
the Raiders,
the Native American.
Oh yeah, that too. I don't think about that way. All right, we'll take a quick break. Back with more. Your score here, 42-12.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Tisha Brewer will make it easy and affordable to help protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything.
I'm Tisha at Tisha Brewer State Farm. We're located behind Cook's Pest Control at 909 Fisher Street. You can reach us at 256-734-4645. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We welcome you back to the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network, brought to you by Cleaning More of Coleman. It is 42-12. Good Hope over Hatton right now, as we have 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this ball game. And next week, likely heading off to Anniston as the Bulldogs lead the Randolph Raiders 34-12. If we hear a new update, we'll let you know about that. We'll check our other regional scores in the playoff week. Lauderdale County 24, Vinemont nothing. I don't want to see that. Still have 15-12 on the Carver and Fairview game. Fairview leading that one. And also Parker. 5.
Riker.
Coleman nothing. Riker. Hancock to the 40 and forced out of bounds at about the 35. And boy, what a run for the freshman.
What a way to step up this game.
And that'll bring us down here to the official spot now, which
the 36.
The 36.
That's where the football lies.
Which there's a difference in the commentator spot and the official spot. Now I know the official spot is word of mouth.
But well, no, the official spot is physical. We're the word.
Well,
yeah, they gonna put it down. We're gonna tell them where it is, whether we like it or not.
It's Parker Johnson playing the quarterback position this time.
That's the beauty of the First Amendment.
They're going to hand it off to Hancock again. Hancock off the left side, not going to go really anywhere with it. All right, so it'll be failed to gain, no loss, no gain. 42-12, your score remains. 2nd and 10. And they're just going to, burn as much time as they can.
Yeah, might as well. You're up 42-12.
Yeah, you're up 30 points. You're ready for next week. I know.
You're ready to go home and get ready for tomorrow, the big game in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I thought you were
Let's talk about that. So we got Georgia and Ole Miss. Who y'all taking?
Give me the Rebs.
I'll go with Georgia.
Give me the guys that say something about going down some tracks.
There is
something about a mean machine and some two colors. Give me those guys.
Different return. That was Carson Hollis this time.
You know one thing about Georgia? They're fast. They have speed. They're reckless.
Oh, no. Is that game in Oxford?
I think it's in Athens.
Oh, no.
Hey, it's the best time if you go get groceries or something in Athens.
Yes.
It's the safest time.
Safest time to be on the road in Athens.
Okay, and then we got the night game. We got the Tide, and we got the Tigers. You know I'm rolling with the Tide.
I'm always going to roll with the Tide, no matter what.
Who you got, Tony?
No comment.
No, you get a pick. You get a say.
3rd and 2, back to this one. That's going to be we've got pushing and shoving late, and they're still kicking them. There's no flag on the field, though.
If we done that, there's a flag.
They were kicking Carson Hollis back. That was 73. He was kicking him back.
Speaking of fights, there used to be a quarterback at Alabama, Paul Tyson. Who we taking?
Give me Tyson. I mean, obviously.
It pains me to say it. That's a 60-year-old man.
Hey, give me Jake Paul.
I got Paul. I don't want to be right, but that's a 60-year-old man.
Hey guys, I want y'all to know my bud's in the game right now. Webb Buchanan.
The Cannon. Yeah, that's on Good Hope.
Yeah,
I had to play on the home team.
Yep. That wasn't your buddy, was it?
No.
Okay, good.
We'd feel bad if it was.
No, he did his best if he was. Whoever it was did their best. No shame in it.
I believe that was number 14. Aiden Young. I knew his name, I just couldn't think of it.
He is the youngster. He is a sophomore. Next week, travel with us to Anniston as the Bulldogs will host the Good Hope Raiders in round number 2. That one's coming from you from
and we got
Webb Buchanan, the quarterback keeper. It was 4th down.
He got a first down.
Did he get it?
Yeah, I think so. He did.
Let's see.
That's right on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to have got it with that spot.
First down Raiders. That one brought to you by Josh Phillips at Impact Mortgage Group.
Yeah, shout out to Webb Buchanan, the 9th grader out here.
The Cannon.
It's 1st and 10. We'll be at the 26-yard line. With 2 minutes and 39
first downs, all Good Hope needs, and they can't kneel it and walk off the field. Unlike
the refs are, they don't. Just give us the first down.
Well, this, you always invite the possibility of this. This could be the last game here at James Shable Stadium.
No, they can just kneel it. Look at that play clock. They didn't realize it because they reset the clock.
Well, not a bad play from Carson Hollis, though. Hollis stays on his feet and down to the 5.
Now, if you're Coach Scott, you score right here one more time, or you end the game?
Yes, you score. You know why?
Let the kids score, yeah.
This is a JV squad in.
Yeah.
Because you can kneel it out and end it right here.
Let the kids have a taste of something here.
Saturday picks tomorrow. Y'all can pick whoever y'all want in the SEC games. Give me the Green Wave over the Temple Owls tomorrow.
Wow, yeah.
Someone call a timeout?
Nah, there's a flag.
Of course.
A super late flag. Which is just going to move Good Hope to the 1 yard line. Well, if it's half the distance in the 3, but. Do not go on the field after the game.
They've asked us to tell you to please do not tear down the goalpost tonight here at James Staples.
Do not throw it in Smith Lake.
No.
I'd hate to go home and there's a goalpost floating down the backside of my house.
The last thing you want to see is a whole crowd of people carrying a goalpost down County Road 222. Or actually down 437, right?
Yeah.
Down to where the road hits the lake.
Well, I promise you, these aren't dedicated. These aren't dedicated college fans.
No,
these are people that's just going to drop it off at the primary school and say, "I'm going home."
Yeah,
I'm going to Applebee's.
We might get it to I-65 if we go the other way. I'd take it that way if I were them. But
let's go put it at the ball field.
Again, we don't condone that, nor are we supporting that. But of course, our good friend next door, Tyson, said, "Hey, for your safety and for ours, please remain off the playing surface once this game has concluded."
The last time Alabama played and they're just going to need the ball out, but the last time Alabama played at LSU, there's a viral fan that took a goalpost, or not one of the pylons from the end zone.
They are going to get out of this one clean and alive. Your score will be 42-12.
Text message from the boss. Carver Birmingham just got the ball back with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left, and they're down 3 points. Ooh. Nail biter out there.
After our game ends, I would advise everyone to tune into that one after our game ends.
Yeah, I'd say we'd promote that to the FM dial, get us out of the way. We have about a minute to go until we're done here. And we'll have a quick parting remarks, but there's a nail biter going on up at Dafford Smith Stadium.
Just down the road here in Coleman, Alabama. Well, it's a good little drive, but it is down the road. You just hit 278 and drive that way.
Don't snap it yet. Now you snap it. Ball game.
That should be it. All right, final score, 42-12. The Good Hope Raiders will advance to the second round of the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs. That one. Playoffs? Well, next week we will have Anniston likely on the road. That score is not finalized, but
all signs point that way.
All signs pointing to Anniston, and we will let you know for sure when we know where we will be. We'll know in a few hours, and we'll let you know tonight. It's either Anniston or Randolph next week as the Good Hope Raiders continue their streak. They are 10-1 now. Continue their winning, I should say. The streak ended last week, but they continue their winning tonight as they beat the Hatton Hornets in round number 1. It didn't come easy for them, though.
We got a guy carrying a pole down here that's got flags of all the teams we've beaten.
He gets to add another one to the list with Hatton on it, and hopefully he gets to add Anniston next week. But we'll tell you all about that when we get there. We're going to get out of here quickly, though, because it's 9:22 here on a Friday night.
And some people's got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning because chickens don't take holidays.
And cars being cleaned, yeah. Nonetheless, any parting words from you, Nick?
It was a battle.
It was the first half.
Yeah. Hatton had chances in the first that they didn't capitalize, and then they were just demoralized in the second half, and Good Hope took it to them.
All right, bonus coverage coming up here in just a second. Fairview and the Carver Birmingham Rams. I'm Dylan Deemert for Tony Thompson and Nick McCarley. We will again see you next week as we live to fight another day. It's the Anniston Bulldogs likely versus the Good Hope Raiders. Next week from Anniston on the Good Hope Raiders Sports Network.
Till next time, folks.
Go Raiders.
Same blonde hair, same rap channel. I'm out.
We'll see you next week, likely from Anniston. We'll let you know on our Facebook page.
Leader, Chris. The Cowbells have done their job. 3:07 left. Fairview takes over. First and 10 with the ball on the Carver. Looks to be about the 20-yard line, Dad. So they start in the red zone.
Ooh, good.
Oh, man. All right, we need a first down and run the clock. That's what we need. 3 minutes. They have no timeouts. They can't stop it.
We have one timeout left, Chris.
Jake Harper in the backfield with Colt Redding. There's the snap. Harper gets a handoff to the right. Gets to the edge. He's going to be gang tackled at about the 20. Moves the pile up to about the 16.
About 3 yard gain, Chris.
Yeah, we'll say 3 on first down.
Down to 2:52.
2nd and 7, and the clock tick, tick, tick.
26 seconds on the play clock. We've still got plenty of time.
Harper still out there with Colt Redding. 2 receivers to the near side is Blake Rickard and Zayden Cruz. Connor Scott, Jay Stevens to the far side. Play clock down to 5 now. We're getting ready to run the play. They line up. And they take it down to 1. Harper gets a handoff off the left side. And the ball's on the ground. The ball came out. I think Fairview recovered. And Harper had a seam for a second, Dad.
Yeah, it closed real quick.
Picked up about 6, but the ball came out and came back. It'll be 3rd and 3.
We did recover the ball. We're down to 152, Chris.
If we get the first down here, it's ball game.
Yes.
If we get the first down here, we can kneel it out. If we get a field goal here, then they have to score a touchdown to tie.
Yeah. I don't even know. We're down to 125.
3rd and 4. And timeout taken. Last timeout for the Aggies. We'll take one too. Be right back on Friday Night Live.
You know, we have one of the coolest places right here in Coleman. It's Cleaning and More Coleman on County Road 437. Cleaning and More Coleman has reliable and professional residential and commercial cleaning services tailored to your needs. And I know because we use Cleaning and More Coleman at the Warhurst Team Realtors for our buyers and sellers. Cleaning and More Coleman is more than just cleaning supplies. They have janitorial supplies like trash can liners of all sizes, cleaning supplies, mops, brooms, paper towels, they have it all. Plus concession stand and restaurant supplies like cups, cutleries, plates, to-go containers, bags, straws, nacho trays, even popcorn bags. Cleaning and More Coleman has it all. Need climate control storage? How about 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 10 by 20 units? And they even have the U-Haul trucks to carry your stuff. You can check them out at cleaningandmorecoleman.com. You can get info at cleaningandmorecoleman.com, or the way I like, you can dial them up at 256-736-9944. 256-736-9944. Cleaning and More Coleman. County Road 437. Under the big white sign with the U-Hauls.
Welcome back to Friday Night Live. It's 3rd and 4. And Colt Redding is going to take the snap. He'll run it himself off the left side. And nothing doing, there. Dad. Nothing doing.
Tick, clock, tick. We're down to 110. They're going to say he's
going to lose a half a yard. We're down to 1:08.
Yeah, where are we at anyway,
30 seconds left
Chris?
on the play clock. Ball's on the 15.
Yeah.
So
25.
It'd be about a 34-yarder.
32.
And coming onto the field now is Connor Scott. He is the holder. Down to 15 seconds. And they're going to go for it. 4th down and 6.
Sir.
And now they're going to shift. Play clock down to 7 seconds. There's the snap. Redding looks to his right.
Go.
He's got a man open. In and out of his hands in the end zone. So with 31 seconds left, Carver takes over on downs. 31 seconds left, and somebody's season comes to an end. 31 seconds, and somebody moves on up to the second round, and they keep their dream alive. 31 seconds have never felt so long. Wade is in the shotgun. Number 2 to the near side. Takes the snap. Looks downfield short. It's going to be caught by Wade.
Got blockers ahead.
Got blockers. He'll be out of bounds. Pickup of about 10.
21 seconds.
21 seconds. He ran about 40 yards to pick up a 10-yard first down. But he did get an Atamaker at Mitch Smith Chevy Drive first down for the Rams. You have to think they're going to try and get behind the defense.
They are quick.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to go underneath. You're going to have to take a shot here. Wade in the shotgun.
Looking deep.
Downfield. Being chased. There's a holding call. And it's going to be incomplete.
Oh, my.
Seconds.
Called holding on him.
And a holding call on Carver. Jermaine Gambriel came out like a rocket, and the only way they could slow him down, Dad, was to hold the jersey.
All right, let's see how far they move that back, Chris. That's 15, ain't it?
It's going to be moved back to about the 17-yard line.
Okay.
We've got 16 seconds left. Ball on about the 17. It's 1st and 25. That doesn't matter. They've got maybe 2 plays. If they're really fortunate, they'll have 3.
Yeah.
To Jarvis Wade in at quarterback. He's going to be looking for Howard. Takes a snap.
Running it.
And he runs it swift and falls down.
8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And no good. They don't get another step off. Fairview wins.
Whoa.
Fairview wins. Fairview wins. The Aggies come away with a nail biter. Woo. Man, what a ball game. Well, we want to say hello to everybody on the FM. Fairview comes out with a close win.
15
to 12. What a game. Oh, my word.
You know, Chris, what can you say? The guy went down. He didn't get tackled. He just went down.
Well, his feet slipped.
Yeah.
He tried to make the cut, and we talked about that quarterback doesn't like to run.
No, and that was obvious because he wasn't running very hard when he was running.
Well, he was trying to keep the play alive.
Yeah. You can't fault him.
No, not at all. He was trying to make a play. Look, you know what? Carver came into this stadium in a hostile environment and absolutely played their guts out. They don't have a single thing to be ashamed of. They gave us everything we wanted and then some.
Yeah, and, you know, statistically, you and I looked at everything and we thought, well, this will be a walk in the park. It was anything but, buddy. I mean, they played hard. We played hard. It was one of those games that you didn't know who was going to be the winner until the very, very end. Just like us counting down the clock. But it came out on our side again.
Well, Kalia just threw a flag. She just threw a flag on the officials.
Go take it down on the field, Kalia, and show them how to do it.
She's going to wave it off now and say there's no pass interference. Well, Dad, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the stats. Fairview wins 15-12 in a nail biter, and they go on to playoffs. Man, I just absolutely could not talk for a second. And now they'll go to the playoffs week 2. We'll be right back. Fairview wins 15-12 on Friday Night Live.
Do you or a loved one suffer from treatment-resistant depression? Depression can be bad. Start living your full life. If you suffer from depression and don't know where to turn, you can think TMS therapy. TMS is a non-invasive way to treat multiple mental health disorders. Sound Mind TMS in Coleman can help. For more information, you can call Sound Mind TMS at 256-735-9475 or visit their website at soundmindtms.com. Dr. Robert Smith and his staff can help, so stop suffering. Think Sound Mind TMS.
Welcome back to Friday Night Live, and Dad, the Aggies got it done tonight. It might have been ugly, but it certainly was a win. So why don't you talk us through a little bit about, we were talking during the break, I think the big difference in the second half for the Aggies was penalties because they just didn't get nearly as many.
Well, they've improved from what they have, done in the recent past. Let's put it that way. But they still got some, but I'm not hanging it on them, buddy. You saw what I saw, and
right.
Everybody else that's in this stadium saw what we saw.
Right.
So I'm not going to say this is a fault that you got to correct, because in most cases I don't see anything to correct.
Right. Well, the Aggies, they got it done when they needed to. Their defense held firm. They held a very tough offense to just 2 scores. Excellent job from Fairview. I'm going to have to say 2 guys who jump out to me, Dad. Number one, and mostly for what they did in the secondary, is number 16, Cruz, and Colt Redding. Zayden Cruz played a great game, and so did Colt Redding. They had multiple pass breakups, and I'm talking, these are plays, if they don't make it, it's a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, I will give Carver credit. They ran that mid-range little quick hitter right over the middle or off to the side a little bit, and it worked every single time, it would seem like.
Well, it did. Number 2 is such a dangerous player. He's a senior.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really curious where he'll be next year.
Well, Chris, you're right. He is very dangerous, but we pretty much neutralized him. It wasn't him that was really getting us. It was the other ones, the other wide receivers, and they would go ahead and catch the ball and get 15, 20 yards. But number 2, we pretty much held him in close to the vest. We kind of was hanging out on him a little bit.
Well, the final score here, Fairview wins it 15-12. Penalty yards, 70 yards for the Aggies to 30 yards for Carver.
No, Carver is over here. Aggies over here.
Yeah.
We had 6 for 30 yards, and 2 of them were declined on Fairview. They had 7 for 70.
Well, the final here, Fairview wins 15-12. And that's going to do it for us at Dafford Smith Stadium. We'll be back next week with Fairview in round 2. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. God bless America. Good night.